All right, Mike, we're live. Go ahead and introduce.
We are live. Yes, we are live on Medicine Lake for the 12th annual Fishing for Life Holes for Heroes Armed Forces multi-species ice fishing tournaments, not one, but there's kind of like, it's like 3 in 1 right now. We're having festivities out here. We've got food, we've got soldiers, we've got a swear-in process that's going to be taking place. But what we've got going here is we're giving back to the military people that have worked so hard for us for all these years, whether they're veterans, whether they're deployed right now. In fact, they're going to even be able to hear us and watch us right now if they can anywhere in the world right now. And we're on a great process here with Facebook, and we're going to have a great time out here today catching fish. Not only are we catching fish for Holes for Heroes, we've got a bunch of folks that are out here that are military people that are literally on the ice. They're going to be fishing from 1 to 4 o'clock, free of charge. They're being taken care of along with some other Boy Scouts and other people who are challenged out here. And we have a virtual contest that's going on right now that you signed up for $25. That's on any lake in Minnesota, any lake in the 5-state area, as a matter of fact. You could be a part of this, and you can still sign up until 3 o'clock today if you go to fishdonkey.com and be a part of it. It's only $25, and of course all this goes to a great cause out here, Fishing for Life. This is a tremendous time out here. We have Miss Minnesota out here. We've got Tom Goodrich, Fishing for Life. We've got Bob 105 to my right, and we got the Patriot 1280 to my left. This is a big deal, and there goes a 4-wheeler taking people on and off the ice. This is a spectacular day out here, and we're going to have a lot of fun. A lot of prizes, and there's even a Fishing for Life. Well, have you ever watched wrestling where they've always got this big belt where they're the world champion? Well, we're going to crown a world champion right here, Fishing for Life, and which lake sponsor, or if it's not sponsored, it could be the Captain Lake. They're going to get to take home the belt, the Fishing for Life Holes for Hero belt. Now, I'm not going to show it to you yet. We're going to hold that back, and then we'll have a big crowning a little bit later on today. But again, great time out here today. We're going to fish the Holes for Heroes out here. They're going to be fishing for length. We're not actually weighing in, but their length. So first and second place here for our Holes for Heroes. Again, that's a free one for people who have been invited out here. Now, we have the virtual. There is 2 different categories there. There is first place. This is where it gets tricky. This is the virtual one that you had to pay $25 for. It's virtual, and you have to use the Fish Donkey app. So you take a picture of it, and it gets downloaded and goes through all this fancy electronics, which I know nothing about. But we're going to crown the champion with a random weight. So it doesn't have to be the big fish. It has to be a certain size fish for the virtual tournament. And that was actually going on since January the 1st through even these last 2 weeks where we actually had to postpone the tournaments because of the, bitter cold. And by the way, my name is Mike Cold Front Kurre. We had the cold and coldest, in fact, 4-day stretch like we haven't seen since, since I wasn't retired, so a long time ago. So, but anyway, there's going to be a random length for 5 different species out there, whether it's going to be for the northern bass, crappie, perch, sunfish. Oh, make that 6, and the walleye. So that's a special first place prize. Second place prize, which I'll go through prizes a little bit later on, that will be the biggest fish in each one of those species. And that's in the virtual tournament. I'm going to say that a lot today. We've got the virtual tournament, and we have the Holes for Heroes tournament right here on Medicine Lake. And actually, we have it on 11 different lakes right now. That's the neat part about what's going on this year. We're doing everything a little bit different because of COVID-19. They weren't going to stop us. They're not going to stop us. We want to make sure that we give back to the people who give back so much to us, whether that's themselves or the families of our military people, veterans, people that are still in service right now. We're going to swear in, I think, at least 4 or 5 different recruits today. We'll be doing that a little bit later here before we get cooking, and that's going to be pretty cool here. We're going to have at 12:25 the bagpipe parade with Troy Downs. He's going to be doing Amazing Grace in a skirt. It's not called a skirt. It's called a kilt. So that's going to happen at 12:25. Then the national anthem by, get this, Catherine Cat Kippers, Miss Minnesota is out here. She's warming up her pipes here someplace, right? There she is. She's out there with her mask on right now. That's and Greg's going to go talk to her, but she's going to be on at 12:30. Then we're going to have an invocation by Pastor Von Blackburn. Then we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance. Then we'll have that swearing-in ceremony for new recruits to see what they're actually going to be getting into. Then we're going to fire up the troops here literally just before 1 o'clock. And then from 1 to 4, we're going to literally be fishing here on the ice. And then we're going to be checking in with 11 different lakes. We've got 3 different groups out here on Medicine Lake today, which is kind of fun. And they're going to actually be waiting. In fact, I see a tip-up out there right now. If that tip-up happens to go off, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go off there. I'm going to have to run. I have to run it down, so I might be gone for a little bit. But we're going to be checking in about every 5 or 10 minutes with different people for between 1 and 4 o'clock. Like the Elks, we'll be checking in with them, or our main sponsor, Hoffman Weber, who have been just awesome. We'll be showing some video work on them. We'll be interviewing some people. They're up on Mille Lacs Lake today, having a good time, where it's about 50 degrees warmer than last weekend, the last 2 weekends, actually. So I tell you, what a difference a couple of weeks make. And I think we're around the corner as far as the weather goes, but hopefully no more that 35, 40 below. That's pretty bad stuff, and even for our military people. But I tell you, Hoffman Weber has been really special. They've really stepped up. They're our presenting sponsor out here, but we've got another half a dozen sponsors, and that will go through literally throughout the day. Literally, like the Elks, they've been just fantastic out here. We've also have the Wounded Warriors projects they're helping out. We've got White Bear Cheney Carpets out here as one of the big sponsors. Federal Cartridges is also helping out, and Clam. Well, I'm wearing Clam gear. You can see my hat here. I dressed for the cold, but it's really balmy, and if it was any warmer, I'd have to probably take a few layers off, but you guys don't want to see that. I'm pretty positive of that. But again, we've got lots of great sponsors. We'll go through all that as the day goes along. And I see Steve, one of our weighmasters. He's got a very special. This is how we're not weighing fish today. What we're doing is we're measuring fish. And I think every angler should probably get one of these, whether that be with all the special regulations that we have on the lake. This is kind of an unusual bump board, as you can see here. And I'll turn it here sideways, and you put that fish, that nose, right into the very front of this, and it measures. Of course, for some of you anglers out there, this might not be long enough, but that's a very good possibility. But it's a built-in, literally measuring system here. And it also, does this one give the approximate weight? This one doesn't, but there's some out there. But really, you should go grab one of these. This is called a bump board. Put that fish's nose there, and you can pinch your tail. And this is all for the fish donkey people as they take their pictures and send them in, because that's what they're doing. They've been fishing, like I say, since January the 1st. Hopefully last weekend they may not be doing as much fishing because of the brutal conditions, but there were some people fishing last weekend. As a matter of fact, there was 2 lakes as a part of this that couldn't postpone it till this weekend. So it was Fanny Lake up by Cambridge, which I'd never heard of before until then, but it's a great fishing lake. I did my research on it. I wouldn't mind living on that lake at all. And there were some folks out here on Lake Minnetonka, which is just down the street from us. Minnetonka, great all-around fishery. And I tell you, it's some of the lakes that we're going to be on. We will talk a little bit about them. But like Mille Lacs Lake, we've got Medicine Lake. We got Briggs Lake that is not too far away from St. Cloud. Chisago is another one of the lakes. Owasso, which is my favorite. I'd love to say that. I'd love to say Owasso. At 12:30. It's 12:30? Yeah. Is it 12:30? Oh, already? I've been babbling already? We got to get cooking. Do we have Troy Downs here? Yes, we do. Troy, has he got the bagpipes warmed up?
He's got the lieutenant. Do you want to walk through it with him at all?
Nope, we're going to have to run with it. Otherwise we'll run late. We're just going to run. Okay. Greg? Where's Greg? I'm waving, Greg. Greg, are you ready for the bagpipes? Because here we go. Boy, time flies when you're having fun. I just babbled away 15 minutes. That's great.
Text me the URL.
What do you need?
Text me the URL. My email decided.
I have no idea. I don't have it. Okay. Unless
Mike, I'm going to send it to him right now.
Okay. Michelle's sending it to you right now. And that's Michelle. She's our producer. She's all the way out in Colorado, remote, where it's another 20 or 30 degrees warmer out there. I am going to take my headset off here very shortly, and we're going to wait for the bagpipes. Troy Downs, he'll be coming out here shortly. And then right after that, we're going to have our national anthem with Miss Minnesota right after the bagpipes.
Mike, you gonna run this?
Are we ready? Are we ready?
Well, we
Troy?
got everybody here.
Okay, Troy, do your thing.
Okay, so Troy, we're gonna start with is that it? Or
Yep, we're going to Troy first.
Okay.
Stand by, Mike. We don't have Greg yet.
Hang on. You got him. There we go.
Troy Downs, the man in the kilt. He is the man out there. Right now, we have a very special guest.
And that is Miss Minnesota, Catherine Kippers, doing our national anthem. Please take off your hats. It's not that cold out here. We can handle it. Catherine, take it away.
Or so lonely we had at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars o'er the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed, and the ramparts about mercy gave through the night, on a blackness still there. Oh, say does it so stand for the land of the free and the home of the
Whoa! You don't quite understand how difficult that is to do when you're in the cold. It's an unbelievable job. That
Miss Catherine Kippers, Miss Minnesota. And we'll be talking with her a little bit later to find out what's going on. Right now, we're looking for Pastor Vaughn. Is Pastor Vaughn here? If not, Pastor Vaughn is going to be doing our invocation. Here he comes. He is dressed for the weather.
Well, we are very blessed to be all here today, and we thank you, men and women, as we are blessed to be thinking of the heroes, the military families. And so we thank you for the sacrifices that you have made, and not just being here, but for our country. And so that just brings us right to Jesus Christ, as we think of the sacrifice that he made for us, as he died on the cross for our sins, and as we are able to put our faith and trust and believe in him. So please join me in praying as I recite John 3:16. Father, we are so blessed to be able to be here together, and we're out here on Medicine Lake, but we're also on 10 other lakes as we speak, and we've already been blessed to be on a couple lakes earlier this season doing this exact same thing. And we just want to give you praise and honor your name as we think about how, God, you so loved each one of us, the world. Scripture says that you would send your son, Jesus Christ, to die on the cross for our sins, and for whoever believes in Jesus, we will have eternal life. So we realize that the cross is sufficient for everyone, but it's only effectual for those that put their faith and trust and believe in him. So we pray that, Lord Jesus, as we enjoy the sport of fishing and being out here this day, may we ask you to increase our faith as you also increase our fish as well as the inches. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Amen.
Blackburn. Thank you so much. Well, now, don't put those hats on too quickly right now. I'd like to introduce Tom Goodrich, the CEO, the main man, veteran from Afghanistan. He is the one that's, he's our leader. He's our leader here today, and he's got a lot to talk about right now, but he's only got about 3 minutes. but he's also going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we've got a little swearing-in ceremony at that point in time. So, Tom Goodrich, take it away.
Okay, we want to greet all the, I think it's more like 12, 13 lakes across the fruited plain. Chisago, Waconia, thank you for joining us. White Bear Lake, Bald Eagle, Big Marine up north, Nisswa Lake. Every one of these lakes has contingents on it. Mille Lacs, thank you very much. Cedar Lake, I don't know what I'm forgetting, but I forget. Huh? Big Marine, Briggs Lake, right? Is it Briggs? Briggs Lake, near Big Lake, Minnesota. So thank you very much. We are same footprint on every lake, opening ceremonies. They're competing against you guys out there, soldiers. Our guides are taking you out on medicine, trying to have fun, catch a fish. One of each species will register, and we're going to win this belt. I want medicine to win this belt. It's going to take about 80 inches. 1 northern, 1 bass, 1 crappie, 1 walleye, 1 perch, 1 sunfish. The total inches wins that belt. All right. We're going to get into our Pledge of Allegiance next, Mike. All right. If you would, take your caps off and join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have a very special event happening right now. We get to encourage 5 or 6 of our new enlistees. Lieutenant, if you want to come up, we're going to take it away. That's the next order, Mike. Is that correct? And bring up your enlistees. We're very encouraged to send these guys off to fight for our country if need be, learn the trades of the military armed forces, and we'll go from there. How would you like to proceed, sir?
Face the crowd.
Woo! We're giving it up to you guys. We hope you catch a fish. We got a little gift of coffee for you too. You want the mic or no? Okay.
Take the mic. So the internet can hear you.
You mind? Okay. How about you guys back up a few feet so he can get them? Yeah.
You guys are about to embark on an awesome adventure. There's a lot of veterans here. I'm sure if you ask any of them, they would go back and do the same thing all over again. So, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. I do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, both foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Congratulations.
Tom, why don't you do a little interview with those guys?
Okay, guys, if you don't mind.
What get into?
We're really grateful that you're here, and we want to honor you guys. I was there. Many of us were there. I was 17 years old when I went in. I went in the 82nd, and it took about 14 years before we were ever deployed. A lot going on, and then all of a sudden, of course, as you know, deployments came after 9/11. It was kind of an eye-opener, and it was multiple deployments for many soldiers. And I got to believe some of you weren't even born 9/11. Is that correct? Well, good. We're, we don't know what's coming your way, but we are absolutely grateful. Thank you for your service. It's going to be a fun adventure, I'll tell you that. And I know, what branch are you? You're all going Army. What's your MOS? 11 November. That's 11. That means you're infantry. What? Or
It's heavy machinery.
heavy machinery. Okay, gotcha. All right, good. What are you doing?
13th Foxtrot,
Tell the civilians what that means.
Fire Support Specialist.
Cool. Fire sports specialist. How about you?
74 Delta.
What is it?
Receiver and specialist.
Nice. How about you?
11X infantry.
Yeah. And you?
92 Romeo, parachute rigger.
All right, Rigger. Steve.
Hey, brother!
Well, good. We're really encouraged. And are you all fishing with us today? So your guides, Wayne, that's your big group. Patterson's in there. We probably can handle you. Plus, there's a couple more soldiers over here joining. What's going to happen when we break from here? We're inviting family members to fish too. We should have shelters for everybody. We're hopefully going to get on some fish and have fun. Dino's going to serve you lunch at 2 p.m. We're running lunch out. He's got pulled pork and hot dogs. We'll be running it out to you. Break up a little of the monotony. We hope to fish till 4. And that's kind of how that's going to shake out. We've got prizes. If you catch a fish, you're eligible for some pretty good prizes. And plus, we want to get one big northern. The biggest northern will be measured in inches. But everything will come over here and get weighed in, guides. So if you get one, run it over here. We'll keep that show going, keep posting on the internet. And I don't think that's about all I got. Mike, any further comments before we get underway?
I always have further comments.
You want to come up, or are you doing it?
No, I'm going to do it from right here because Mike's system.
We're going to start piecing together our guides. Good idea?
Good idea.
All right, here we go.
Absolutely. Oh, one
Yes,
more thing, Tom. There's one group that we've kind of forgotten. Let's again take our hats off. Let's have a moment of silence for all of our fallen soldiers, and let's remember our families.
Moment of silence, please. Okay, thank you. I believe we also have our young Minnesota Teen Challenge kids, some other kids coming from a couple special groups. So what we're going to do is we're going to pair them off now and get them heading to their location so they can hit the ground running at 1 o'clock.
That would be a good thing because from 1 to 4, boy, with the prizes that are going on, you want to win something. And there's a great chance that you can do that out here today. Medicine Lake's a fantastic fishing lake. Been here, well, it's taken a lot of fish sometimes over the years to win. There's been some big northern pike. But what's so neat about this virtual tournament that we have on, not only that we have this Holes for Heroes ones for all these soldiers and their families out here, but we have the virtual one, and there's a random prize. So in other words, there's going to be a random length for 6 different species, and you'll never know what that's going to be until we announce that, which will be 24 to 48 hours after everything closes down. We got to get the Fish Donkey apps going, and we have to double check everything. And there goes Troy down. Thank you. Thanks so much, man. You were awesome. You are the man. Anybody who can wear a kilt out here is a good man in my books. That's for sure. But we've got just a lot of fun out here, but we want to take care of these soldiers and everybody else that's going on. We've got about 14 minutes here before we literally for the live event that's going on. That starts at 1 o'clock. But like I say, there's the virtual tournament going on. First place prize is not the biggest fish. It is the random length fish. This is for the virtual tournament that costs $25. So if you're part of the Holes for Hero one that starts at 1 o'clock, there's no charge to you, but you can't start fishing until 1 o'clock. So that's how that works. And then, of course, we also have literally a lake tournament going on between all these different lakes, 11, 12, 13, 14 different lakes that we've had. There's going to be a chance to win the belt, the Fishing for Life belt. And this, I'm not sure it'll fit around me. And I know, will. Okay. Here it is. Look at this belt. This is by Sterling Trophy. They were nice enough to donate this. And this is going to be a traveling trophy, and we'll get the name of the lake or the sponsor or the literally the lake captain who ends up winning this. This is a pretty cool deal. Annie. And if Brooke, if you're listening right now, Mille Lacs Lake, WWE's got nothing on Fishing for Life. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. So we've got lots of different things cooking. We'll go through some of the prizes here in a little bit. In about, let me get my watch working here. In about 5 minutes here, we'll go through and get everybody fired up here and let you know about all the lakes that have been going on. We'll talk about the sponsors. We're tremendous sponsors out here, because if without these sponsors, this couldn't happen. It is so crucial for you, the listening audience, or people that are participating, and we'll talk about how to get involved with this. It is so crucial that you give back to the people who are taking care of you, whether it's taking care of your country, whether it's in poor Texas right now and what they're going through. People are helping people right now. And that's the way it's supposed to work. We're not doing it here for ourselves. We're sharing what we have with everybody else. That's what's important right now. And the prayers do need to be sent down to Texas and all those southern states that aren't quite ready for weather like this, even though we're prepared for it. Even we saw the one soldier just sworn in, he's out here with a flannel shirt. Well, I guess you can do that if you're 20 years old, because I can't. The older you get, the hand warmers work great, the heavy boots, and layering, which is so important out here right now. But this is so much fun out here. There's so many volunteers. That's what's so crucial. Greg right now is out. Greg Scott, he's written a couple books, and he's also videotaping everything that's going on. All the people behind the scenes, hey, they're not doing this for money. They're doing this for peace of mind. They're doing this to give back to the people who take care of us. And that's what we're all out here doing today, Fishing for Life, and everything that they do. When they're working with, we'll talk a little bit later on, but they literally have fishing camps all summer long. They have boating classes. They have they work with the governor's office and go to the fishing openers and help teach kids how to fish. They're also doing hunting right now, and they're doing some things for turkeys, for turkey hunting, and getting kids and military people involved. They're also literally have tournaments in the summertime and kids, and I tell you, they've got so many things going on. I don't know how they keep it all straight, because I can't. But without the sponsors and our presenting sponsor being Hoffman Weber, you'll see a little bit more and learn a little bit more about them at about 1:10, where we have a video that we're going over. Then at like 1:15, we're going to be talking to Mille Lacs and Brooke Henning. And Brooke is with Weber Hoffman, and she also has a husband that, you might recognize him on TV. We'll talk to her a little bit about that too. But we'll also talk about the Elks, and they've been just fantastic, absolutely fantastic here over all the years with sponsoring and helping, because it takes money, it takes people, and that's what things are cooking out here with. We've got a fish update. We'll do one. Well, we really don't have one at 1 o'clock, but we'll have one like at 1:30. We'll have updates on what's happening with the virtual tournament that's all over the 5-state area. We'll also have an update on if we get any big fish weighed in here. We'll let people know what's going on. Plus, we want to find out how they're catching them. These cold fronts that have come through. And yes, I've been getting lots of grief for that, because my name is Mike Cold Front Kurre. And I got that nickname many, many years ago, because any place I go So does the cold front. So you have to learn how to fish in a cold front, and that's what these post-cold front days might be the toughest one of all. But we'll learn how these people are catching fish today, whether they're going for crappies or sunfish or perch. Now, they're not after muskie, no muskies, because those aren't legal right now. But bass are also a part of this. And so, well, we don't have anybody on bassing, but we have people on Bald Eagle Lake, and maybe they'll feed a fish or two to the bald eagles out there, which, well, you don't really want to do either. But we'll talk to some people about the Wounded Warrior Project. We'll go back out to Mille Lacs Lake again and talk with the chairman of the board, Troy Sonnenfeld. And we'll also talk with Cheney Carpets, who are sponsoring White Bear Lake area, and Travis Bush. We got Briggs Lake. Those people, I've never heard of Briggs up until, of course, we only have over 11,000 lakes in the state here that are fishable. We might be landed 10,000 lakes, but it's really over 11,000. But we'll talk to them and see how Mille Lacs Lake is cooking out there. We'll come back here to Medicine Lake and Fractional Toys. Then we'll be back out to Chisago Lake, where we have a very unique thing happening going on out there. It's the all-ladies event, along with another lake that's out there. We have two lakes out there, all ladies. So Chisago and Federal is the sponsor out there. We appreciate that. Then we also have some more videos going on. And then at 305, my favorite lake out there right now, which I've never fished, but I'm going to, it's called Owasso. And if you've never fished it, which I haven't, I just like saying it. But we'll also be talking to somebody from the Nisswa area to find out what's happening up there. And then we'll be talking with a video with Clam. They're one of the big sponsors out here too. And that's a Clam hat that I've got on right now, keeping my head nice and toasty. Then we'll go out to Waconia and with a Rip-a-Lip. Some fantastic baits out there, and the Project Patriot out there. We'll talk with Andrea, finding out what's going on up there. Then we're going to have a little conversation with HT, and then another conversation with Carson Hammer with Hammer Outdoors. He's got a YouTube channel out there. He's fishing Mille Lacs, and he knows it very well. And then there'll be last call, and then we'll be giving away that fishing belt at some point in time, and it will be literally 24 to 48 hours before we give away all these prizes that we'll talk about in a little bit. Right now, the official time is 12:53. 12:53. If you're fishing the lake here right now on Medicine and you're part of the Holes for Heroes, that's on from 1 to 4, you cannot have your lines in the water yet. But if you're in the virtual tournament, which costs $25, and in the 5-state area, you can be fishing. So we're looking for length here, big time. Big time lengths. And it's taken some really nice northern pike to win that division. But sometimes we don't get a walleye in. Sometimes we get the smaller perch in. So, again, that's why we think this is so cool. This is a random length for first place prize. So everybody has the opportunity. And you want to fish right up until the last minute, because you never know when the fish are going to bite. You know, I'm always hungry, but the fish, well, they're opportunists. And so you might, like the tip up that's out there right now, we may get a fish in the shallows. We may not, but you never know. But if you're not fishing, you can't catch them. How profound is that? If you can't catch them, you can't win. So you need to really stay tuned. You have to be one with the fish out there. And what you need to be in tune with is either our YouTube video that's going on right now. You can get that at fishingforlife.org. And what you should do is be passing that information on to a friend or family. Because if you're watching, you already know where it's at. But you can also tune in to Bob. There is Bob 105.5. Or we've got the Patriot here at 1280. They're also going to be doing live, unlike the way I feel some days on a Saturday morning. After fishing hard one day, I'm alive today though. But we also, we'll be talking about all the sponsors out here, and I've talked to it ad nauseum already. But there's never enough, and we want to make sure that we talk to these people and take care of them. But I'll tell you what, 12:57. I may need some help here from all of our people that are around here in about 2 minutes, because we're going to have to do a countdown, Steve. We're going to count down, but we're going to do this countdown in a little different way. So I'm gonna call off a lake, and then you're gonna repeat it. So we're gonna start with about a minute left, and we're gonna name off all the lakes that are involved here today that we know of. And there's more lakes involved across the 5-state area. So we just need a handful here. We'll just yell them out and have a good time because we're going to do a 21 lake salute instead of we always had the kids countdown here over the years. And the kids, well, we're not bringing big groups together. As you can see out here, everybody's well spaced. And in the outdoors, the chances of getting COVID are pretty slim out here right now. We've got very good people that have been taking good care of me and the rest of the group out here. So just a few people gathering up here, but stand about 6 feet apart though. Wear your masks if you can, because we want to be safe out here. I have my Fishing for Life neck gaiter. Can you see that? There it is, my Fishing for Life neck gaiter. But I don't sound so good for that. And they're volunteers. Volunteers, what we're going to do is I'm going to yell out a lake to you, not too loud so I don't blow the speakers out. Then you're going to repeat it. We're going to go do a 21 lake countdown. Well, considering that we only have 14 lakes, we'll start at 14, but it sounds more like 21. Does that sound like anything like Common Man at all? Anybody listen to Common Man KFAN? No? Yeah, there we go. He's got 543, but it sounds like more like, no, never mind. Okay, you had to be there. But we're going to get everybody fired up. As a matter of fact, why don't we start a little fired up here? I think we have a little bit of time here yet. Let's, we've got about 2 minutes. I'm going to take a minute here, and I want to hear from all the Army guys. Where's the Army guys? Hey! How about Navy? Oh, hello. The Marines. Ah, my dad was a Marine. Okay. How about the Air Force? Hoo-ah, there's the Air Force. How about the Coast Guard? Okay, they're here in spirit. In spirit only. There we go. Who am I missing? Coast Guard. No, I said Coast Guard. Space Force. Terrible program. Okay, we got about 1 minute here. 1 minute. And here we go. We're going to get everybody fired up. Here, we're going to start at 21. Say 21. 20. 19. 18. 17. Bald Eagle. Briggs Lake. Big Marine. Cedar. Chisago. Owasso. Oh, good. Very good. Nice job. Medicine Lake 1. Medicine Lake 2. Medicine Lake 3. Mille Lacs Lake. Minnetonka. All the lakes in Nisswa. I love saying that one too. Waconia. White Bear Lake. Lake George. And one of my favorites, Fanny Lake. 3, 2, 1. Ah! It's on like Donkey Kong. Here we go. Fish. We got any fish going right now? That was 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Here we go. And as a matter of fact, if you are a active or veteran right now, military, the first 3 people in those in the Army, Navy, everything that we name veteran or in service right now gets a free. Here we go. Split Rock coffee. I guess I'm not a coffee drinker, but it's a free 2 pounds. How much is it normally? $17.99, a bargain at half the price. And there's obviously Split Rock is one of the sponsors out here today. We appreciate it, and it's veteran owned. So 1 o'clock, we are fishing right now. What are you guys standing around here for? Go fishing. Somebody take out Miss Minnesota. She needs to go fishing. No, I guess not. But anyway, I've got about I got a few minutes here. As a matter of fact, Kat, can you come up? Greg, can you go? Oh, can you? Let's interview Kat here for a second. Oh, you're taking pictures. Okay, well, I know you notice nobody's taking a picture with me. You know, I have a face for radio, so that's why. Yeah, be in the comment. This is Miss Minnesota.
And Michelle just texted me. What
Kath Kippers, and you can go ahead and look in. Greg, is that you? Can you do this, Greg? Can you video her right now? No, you can't. Okay, then come. Kat, come in here behind me.
Go ahead, Greg. I can see you.
There we go. Kat's right here behind me right now. Kat, thanks so much for coming out here today. You did an awesome job on the national anthem. How difficult is it to sing when it's cold out?
Oh, I like a good challenge, but it's not easy when it's dry and cold, but it's such a good cause. It's so fun to do.
Well, is it easy to be Miss Minnesota? Don't you have a lot of duties to do?
There are, sadly with COVID, a lot of things have decreased, and I've done a lot of things virtually now. But yeah, typically Miss Minnesota is a very busy full-time job. So this is my jam. I love doing stuff that's challenging. I love doing stuff that's outdoors with my fellow Minnesotans. So this was just a thrill to be here.
Well, there's usually for Miss Minnesota, or you're going to be part of Miss USA. You're coming up.
So actually, I already competed at Miss America.
You did?
I did, yeah.
Oh, is it a secret?
No. It happened in 2019, at the end of 2019. And I was supposed to give up my title last summer and try to near Miss Minnesota, who would have competed this December. But because of COVID, they canceled the competition. So I'm still Miss Minnesota a year and a half later.
That's awesome. It's a good gig if you can get it, right?
Yeah, no kidding. I'll take it.
So what's special to you? What usually a Miss Minnesota or Miss USA has something that they're really devoted to as far as a charity or this work they do. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, and that's actually so astute. So many women in this organization do commit to so much service, and that's really a key of Miss America is that service aspect, and we commit to service for educational scholarships. My goal has actually just been to increase people's awareness of this program. So much like what you're doing here, increasing awareness about so many wonderful things that we do need to know about and do need to work towards. I want to increase awareness towards what Miss America does for women. So I've released YouTube videos describing what we do. I've gone to the state fair and conducted interviews, spread the word, and tried to really grow our program because I have school mostly paid off of because of this program, and so many women don't know that that's an option for them.
That's so awesome. I tell you, how much work. I've worked with several other Miss Minnesotas going forward. Kara Wantanen from Miss Minnesota International, and the charity work that they do is just phenomenal. She was a part of our Turkey Federation. She's been to the fishing openers, and she's been a great spokesperson for the outdoors. And you're out here today. You were willing to go fish. You were willing to stay out here till 4:30 today. Are you nuts? Are you from Minnesota?
I am from Minnesota. That's why I'm willing to stay out here till 4 p.m.
Well, you're welcome to stay with us out here. We very much appreciate everything that you do. Keep up the great work out there, and we'll be seeing you soon again. Hopefully you'll stay on as Miss Minnesota for another year.
Oh, gosh. We'll see. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Oh, that's Miss Minnesota, Kate Kippers. I got Kippers as in Kipper snacks. That's the way I think of it. I always need a word association. Thank her so much for coming out, especially of her busy schedule that's out here. Right now, the official time is just a little bit 1:04, and at 1:10, we're going to have a little presentation by Hoffman Weber. And in the meantime, we don't have a fish that's been weighed in yet. Where is the fish? This is unbelievable. I tell you, I see a tip up out there. I'm just waiting for something to happen. But the northern pike this time of year are a little bit on the shallower side, and they sometimes like a slow presentation. But our anglers out there, they would probably, since we're not looking for really big fish, you're looking for a number. You're looking for that random size for our anglers that are fishing today for the Holes for Heroes. Now, you virtual guys and gals and kids, you are looking for a random weight and a big fish, but you can only weigh in one. But out here, Holes for Heroes, we're looking for the biggest two in 6 different species. And we're talking about walleyes. We're talking about perch. We're talking about crappies and northern pike and bass. And I tell you what, you want to be, you can fish it so many different ways out here right now. You can be a real quick jigging action, or you can have a dead bait system out there right now. You never know what the fish want until they bite. Now, some people have cameras out there, and it's amazing what I've been talking to people who've been fishing this winter on a lot of different lakes. They can see the fish, they can see it on their camera, or they can see it on their on their locator, and they're not biting. And so you have to keep changing the presentation until they bite, or just get frustrated and go after bottle bass like some people do. But you want to be careful. Again, the bottle bass, that would be something that your local conservation officers and literally sheriffs and police departments will be keeping an eye out there. I've noticed they've been doing a lot more checks right now in your houses. So make sure that you're doing the right thing out there with the slot limits that are out there. With the slot limits that are out there, that's important, and you do not want to have done it at all with the number of fish that you take. Take some, leave a lot more. That's what I would say. So we've got about 2-3 minutes here yet right now, and so I'm going to go through just real quick that some of the prizes in the virtual contest, and this is second place for the longest fish, an Aquaview micro, a Mr. Heaty Buddy for a flex propane heater, plus that's from the Elks, by the way, and a Fishing for Life fish medal for the walleye, Mr. Buddy. All these get Mr. Buddies and a flex propane heater from the Elks, along with sunfish and bass and perch. But those are all provided by Elks Veteran Services and a Fishing for Life fishing medal. That's for second place, but first place for the random length, we're talking about an Ion 8-inch auger from Eskimo and a Fishing for Life plaque. There goes our flag, which I just about lost our flag, because what do you have to do if the flag touches the ground? Well, you're either supposed to burn it or you have to wash it, I believe, one or the other. But for first place crappie is a Legend thermal ice suit from Ice Team and a carved plaque, and walleyes and Nanook gear from Clam, a Revolution from Aquaview for the biggest bass, and an AV71 from Aquaview from Sunfish, and a Fatfish 949 from Eskimo as a house, which I have, which is wonderful. It's a great unit. So that is for the virtual. Then we'll go through in a little bit here the prizes for for the all on the ice people here on Medicine Lake, and all the veterans and special groups that we have out here that didn't have to pay. They are also going to win some great prizes today. But anyway, our first video is going to be coming up on Facebook, YouTube, and again, you can get this video from fishingforlife.org, and all you have to do is click on, and it's a very simple process. Although putting all this together, it was not a simple process. And my right-hand man here, Greg Scott, and Michelle, those are my left and my right, and Sara, which is she's all around me, because they have so much work to do to make sure this gets pulled off. I'm just a voice for this. I have a face for radio, which I did for 20 years with KFAN and numerous stations across the state and the nation. I average about 150 interviews a year, but it was fun. It was fun sharing the outdoors, and I'll tell you a little bit about what I did in my past. But what I'm doing now is literally taking care of Fishing for Life right here, because this is fun. There's nothing like seeing kids catching fish, armed forces people catching fish, veterans catching fish, and we'll be seeing some of that in the very near future, because these people are all across the lake here now. And we're going to be checking in with Michelle right now then?
Yeah, go, Mike, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to hear from Hoffman and Weber.
Awesome. Here we go, Hoffman Weber.
You already know it. 2020 stunk. Hey, Mike, you couldn't go to a Twinkies game. They turned the state fair into a drive-thru, and Grandma couldn't even come to Thanksgiving. Got that work order? Thanks. But 2021 is going to be totally awesome. Matt, you're looking good. Karina, you're staring at a blank screen. There you go. Oh, I'd totally go with that one. Just like you, our team here at Hoffman Weber Construction is already prepping for a big year.
Keith Hendricks to the 3M championship.
Yeah!
Oh yeah, 2021. Barbecues, maybe do a little fishing.
Anybody got tickets? We're going all the way this year, and I'm going to a game.
Woo! Olive, chicken wing, beef stick, pickle. That's a Bloody Mary.
So get your new windows, your new siding, or your new roofing project on the books with us now. And who knows, you might just be a winner.
Woo!
Those are 2020 poppers. You can't cancel winter.
That's right. You can't cancel winter. Although we had to postpone it a little bit the last 2 weeks, but we can't literally. We're surviving out here, and I'll tell you what, it's very comfortable. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day. We're showing people how to fish. We're going to catch some. We're going to give away lots of prizes. It really doesn't get any better than that, and it wouldn't be possible without Hoffman Weber. They're our presenting sponsor out here. They've been just a treat to work with, and they've just recently come on board. But boy, they went in. Boy, talk about on board. They are all in, and that by looking at, by the training processes that they're working, lifting weights, and they're behind our sports teams. Even though our sports teams have kind of let us down here, you always have to keep faith, and that's what we're doing here for Fishing for Life. We're keeping the faith with the fish and the people who are taking care of us. Like I've got the flag behind me here. We got to make sure that we take care of the people because we need them as much as they need us. And I hope that some of our politicians understand what's going on here right now too, and taking care of the people in Texas, taking care of your neighbor right now in COVID, giving your grandpa or somebody that you probably don't know very well, giving them a phone call and just saying hi. You know, people are kind of, this has been tough on people being stuck indoors, and I know we all do it, but you have to keep people safe, and we're doing that out here. We've got literally we've got wipes down here. Almost everybody has masks on. If they don't have a mask, they're staying well away from everybody else, because that's the last thing we'd want to do is get something started like that out here. Well, very shortly here, we're going to be talking with Mille Lacs Lake and a very, very special Hoffman Weber person, Brooke Henning, and we'll talk with her for a few minutes and see what's going on up there at Mille Lacs. Again, we appreciate their part of being this great event that's very unique. Looks like we got somebody who might get stuck here. Hopefully he doesn't run over the tip up. There he goes. He's getting a running start. You know, at least in Minnesota, we know how to drive, on the ice and on the snow, where they don't know how to do that in Texas. So it's a little bit more of a challenge, I'll tell you that. But then again, in Texas, when I lived down there for a while, one of the coolest things is that when you're traveling down there and you want to pass somebody, they'll pull off to the side of the road and let you by. So it's a pretty cool deal. Are we just about ready? Let's see. I gotta get my official watch going here. It's 1:14. I have a few more seconds.
Mike,
here.
we're waiting for Brooke to connect with us.
Okay, Brooke
Hopefully
is going to be on with us in
we'll
just
have
a
her
minute
shortly.
here. And we'll talk to Brooke. And Brooke has a famous family. And I was lucky to meet part of this family many, many moons ago when I was in the restaurant business. I actually opened up all the restaurants here in Minnesota for the cattle company. And it happened to be that one of the people there was a part of this family, and I thought that was pretty cool. But we'll be talking with Brooke Henning here in just a moment. She's part of the Hoffman Weber as a main sponsor, and she's part of the executive committee helping put this all together. She worked tirelessly around the Mille Lacs Lake area where they have a lot of people, and we'll find out how many. And they're putting posters together and changing venues because one of the resorts was sold up there. Then finding a place to do all this fishing and all of the fishing guides that are out there, that is a big job. And Steve Kershenk was out here. He was also part of helping get all the guides together for all these different lakes. It's a lot of work, and these people are doing it out of goodness of their hearts. And it makes for a very special. That's why I get involved with these people, because they know what's going on out there, whether it be the outdoors or in life, and they're prepared to help you. So if you have an issue, go to fishingforlife.org and check out all the different opportunities that you have to fish or to get hunter's education or be a part of some of their camps, fishing camps that they have there for kids and for adults alike. So.
Hi there, Mike. We've got Brooke standing by from Hoffman Weber Construction, and she's out on Mille Lacs Lake.
There we go. Brooke, are you there?
We had her moments ago.
We had her, and we lost her. Brooke, not to be confused with. Oh, we lost her there for a while. There we go. Nothing like technology here in this state here, but we'll get her back here in just a little bit. But I actually. We have somebody on the board. Briggs. I just heard Briggs Lake has got a fish. They're part of the Holes for Heroes group here. What do we get? What do we get?
We got perch. We got sunfish on white bear in the lead.
There we go. Perch and sunfish. Here we go. There's a lake that is 17 inches. Now this is part of the 17 inches is part of the lake Holes for Heroes. So that's the sponsor and literally the captains that put this together. Total inches for all those 6 species of fish, and they're going to win the FFL wrestling belt of the world. But we'll show, and that got lost here. We lost the belt here. I've lost the belt, but we're looking for the belt for Brooke. We lost Brooke. Hopefully she'll be back here in just a second. But we've got that. So total inches, and we figure it's going to take 100 inches. You know, if somebody catches a nice northern pike or walleye, that adds up quick. But it's only one fish for each species. But really, it's the virtual one that a lot of people are interested in, and that's got literally that's in a 5-state area. So there's anglers all over the place that have been fishing since January the 1st for $25, or if you got in early, it was only $15. And that one you can win like some of those prizes that I just talked about. And first place is the best prizes, and that's literally going to be a random size. So you want to fish right up until 4 o'clock, especially if you're part of the virtual tournament. And there's a second place prize, which is for the biggest fish in those 6 categories. And we'll go through all that a little bit later.
Mike, it looks like we've got somebody live coming on from out in the lake. Hi there.
Staff Sergeant, how are you?
I'm well. How are you, sir?
Where are you?
I'm over here on Medicine Lake.
You're on Medicine Lake. Are you fishing?
I just caught a fish and I got off to talk to you guys.
Oh, the fish got off, or you got off to talk to us?
I got off to talk to you guys. I just put him back. He was a little.
What are you doing? How big was it?
Fish.
How big was the Staff Sergeant?
Oh, probably like 5 inches.
5 inches, but what kind of fish?
Crappie, I think.
A crappie, you think?
Yeah, it was a crappie. My sources tell me it was a crappie.
Are you from Minnesota?
I am not.
Okay, then in other places in the world they call them crappies.
Crappies, I like that name better.
I figure so. Where are you originally from?
Originally, I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Grand Rapids, Michigan. Uh-oh.
Yes,
you
sir.
Not quite a Youper?
Say again?
Not a Youper, though.
I'm not a Youper.
Thank you. And you know, it's a little bit of a derogatory comment. Did you get Youpers a bad time?
I call them Canadians.
You call Canadian? Well, they are across the border. So what did you catch that monster 5-inch crappie on?
I honestly don't know. This is my first time ever ice fishing. I'm still learning.
You're from Grand Rapids and you don't ice fish?
I joined the Army to get south.
Oh, so what brings you to Minnesota then?
I'm a recruiter now at the Blaine Army Recruiting Station.
Awesome. How long have you been doing that?
About 1.5 years now.
What's important to you when you look at a recruit like we had those 5 young men and ladies? What do you look for in a good recruit?
I like to see somebody that wants to do something more with their life. Has got the same passion and desire I had when I was 17 years old, when I wanted to join the Army. Got the little patriotic blood in them and just want to do more for themselves and be part of something bigger than themselves.
Well, that's really cool. So do you have a specialty other than being a recruiter?
I do. I'm 12 November. That's a horizontal construction engineer. So I do a lot of road work construction. I've also done a lot of route clearance when I was deployed in Afghanistan, and some demolition as well.
So when you're over in Afghanistan, do the people appreciate you over there?
I would say so. I think they like having us there more than they like having the bad guys there.
Yeah, for sure. So is it something that Staff Sergeant, are you going to make a career out of this?
Absolutely. I'll be at 10 years in the summer. I'll have 10 more years to go till I can retire. And I can't see myself doing anything else in this wonderful career.
Oh, that's awesome. We appreciate that. But do you think recruits, is this something that they can make a lifetime career out of?
Absolutely. If I can do it, I think anybody can do it. Army's taking good care of me, and if you let the Army's going to take good care of you as well.
So what are some of the advantages? Is there schooling possible? Is a salary so that you can make enough to live on? And tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. The Army's going to pay 100% of my college tuition anywhere I want to go. And then financially, the Army's always taking care of me financially. I've never had to worry about where my next paycheck's coming because it's automatic. I know what I'm getting. And I think I'm doing a job. I think if you're doing a job where you say you're overpaid, you're doing pretty good. So financially, I'm doing really well. I've never had to worry about a medical bill, a dental bill in my life. The Army's taking real good care of me.
That's awesome. So you would recommend this as a career then?
Absolutely. I'd recommend it to anybody starting off their life, getting out of high school, starting off their adult life.
So my dad was a Marine. He passed away here a number of years ago. He always used to say the C ration. The food was horrible though. Tell me about the food?
Oh, the food's way better than it was back then. That's what everybody thinks when they hear about the military or the Army. They think of back in the day, but it's 2021 now. Food's better, living is better, everything's way better now.
That's good because I tell you what, Dad. I think he weighed about $160 soaking wet at that point in time. But I've got military background for myself. My uncle was part of the Bataan Death March back in Japan. Dad was a Marine, and once a Marine, always a Marine. And the military, it's a close fraternity, isn't it?
Absolutely. I moved here in Minnesota a year and a half ago, not knowing anybody. Now everybody I work with, I would consider my brother.
So you haven't, you don't do a lot of fishing. Grand Rapids, Michigan, great area for both hunting and fishing. Have you done much of it?
No, I haven't done much of that. I was more of a want to play sports kind of guy than be outside in the cold and hunting and stuff.
Well, surprise, surprise! Now you're in Minnesota.
Yeah, here I go. Here I am now.
Yeah, and this, if you dress warm enough for it, you're dressed in layers. I can see that you've got a good sense of humor. You're out here on the lake, and it's warm, relatively speaking. Of course, you got to remember it's 50 degrees warmer than last weekend.
Yeah, it's still that's a Minnesotan thing to say. This is still not warm.
For crying out! In Michigan, yeah. Well, no, I can't say that. That's a family operation, so I won't say that. But I've got some friends that are Yoopers up there. But Michigan's a beautiful territory. And they've had some downtimes there too, being in Detroit and some of the areas there. And of course, Minnesota, we've had our issues with not only the COVID and some of the racial discrimination that are going on. But you can literally, as a recruiter, are you looking for diversity as you were recruiting?
Absolutely, we look for anybody that's just looking to better their lives. We don't care about where you came from, what you look like. We don't care about none of that. We're all together. We come together as a team, and we got one goal, and that's to do the same thing and achieve the mission.
So you're saying I have a chance?
Well, you might be a little overqualified with the age part.
Overqualified. Well, I appreciate that. But you can retire after 20 years, though?
Yes, sir. After 20 years, I can retire.
Oh, unbelievable. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Staff Sergeant Dykema, if I'm saying that correctly.
Yes, sir. You got it right.
Oh, every once in a while I get one right. Chalk one up for the old guy. Thanks so much for joining us, and go catch some fish.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Sarah. How are you doing? This is Sarah Schrode. Sarah, tell us, what are you doing?
Well, I have an update from Mille Lacs. They had some technical difficulties coming in on our first interview there, but they just wanted to let you know that they were behind because they've been measuring so many fish already.
Oh, okay. I'm going to borrow a line from the common man. I'm going to say, right.
They'll have to prove that, right?
Exactly. So we'll go back in.
We'll try to. Yep, we'll try to connect with Mille Lacs again later today, but just wanted to say hi from them.
Okay, excellent. Well, I think we want to get into with our one of our main sponsors again with the Elks. Are we ready, Michelle? Ready for the Elks?
Yep, stand by.
Here we go. This is our Elks service. They are one of the great sponsors here and have been with us for a long time. There it is, minnesotaelks.org. Get involved. As a matter of fact, that's what we need to do. Well, that's what you need to do, period. I know this COVID is kind of making you a little nervous out there right now, but no, don't be nervous. Get involved. They could use different kinds of volunteers out there, whether it's online work or there's a fish. Oh, we got a fish coming in here. It's a crappie. There we go. There's our first fish that we're having weighed in here. Although I think there's been a few caught. We'll go over that a little bit at 1:30 with our big fish update. We're hoping to connect here with one more of the lakes here before then, maybe or maybe not. But we'll tap dance either way. But we have a crappie caught by. Did you catch that, young man? Did you catch that? Yeah. He caught it. What'd you catch it on? Waxy. A waxy. He put it down for 2 seconds and it bit. So you never know when the fish is going to bite. Will you show Miss Minnesota how to catch a fish? But I have a feeling that she knows how to do that already. Oh, she's on right now with AM 1280, the Patriot. So the action is picking up out here. I still haven't seen that tip-up move out there at all. We have Labradors out here on the ice. We've got military folks. We've got Boy Scouts that have been out here. We have Miss Minnesota. We have retired Army that happened out there. And we have the Elks, which is so important right now. Elks, as a matter of fact, they donated a lot of the big prizes that we have out today. And you can see one of them. Somebody's going to win an Ion 8-inch auger that passed on to somebody through Facebook. They're going to win that Ion auger. And you also see that Mr. Heater there. That is awesome setup along with the fray bill. They also donated those prizes, and we'll go through that prize list at a little later time. Maybe we'll do that when we have our big fish updates. And right now, big fish is a crappie. How big is that crappie? How many? 8 and a quarter. Are you sure you didn't stretch that fish a little bit? Wow. I think that 8 and a quarter, I think that's a catch and release into the grease. That's one of my favorite. I love crappies. They taste awesome along with almost every fish. I've even tasted muskie before. It tastes like, no, it doesn't taste like chicken. It's a little bit on the fishy side there. But do we have a next guest here at all? Perchance, Michelle, do we have Mille Lacs yet?
We no, that was
okay.
Sarah gave us that update because Brooke wasn't able to connect. So that was that update from Sarah gave us. And we're standing by. We'll do our big fish update next. And then hopefully we'll hear from Big Marine.
Okay, well, a big fish here. We have one that's 8 and a quarter. That's a nice fish. He's getting his picture taken right now. But we know there's some other fish that have been caught. And if I dare, if I dare turn around here, oh no, I'm getting my picture taken. Which I have that's an 8 inch. Yeah. What kind of ruler is that? Are you sure that's not centimeters? No, that's a trophy fish right now. You got a good chance. You can there's a hole right here. We're gonna there we go. Well, is he? Yep, there we go. We're doing catch and release out here, which is awesome. That would be a nice potato chip fillet though. That's for sure. Do we have Greg? Is Greg out here? If I could have.
Hey, Mike, we've got Sarah Haney standing by.
Oh, we got no. Let's go ahead and talk to Sarah right now off of Mille Lacs Lake. Sarah Haney, you're not wearing a hat.
It's in the truck that we got stuck out there.
Oh no!
Thank God everybody out here has got nice big trucks. They're gonna have to pull both our county vehicles out.
Well, you're out on Big Marine, right?
I'm on Big Marine.
And well, how'd you get it stuck? I thought we had frozen lakes.
Well, we kind of went off the path that wasn't plowed. You know, we don't got 4-wheel drive in those county vehicles.
Oh, that'll teach you.
That will teach me. Yes.
Exactly. Well, oh, that's unbelievable. Well, Sarah, why don't you tell us a little bit about why you're involved out here?
I am part of the Ramsey County Sheriff Youth Plus program. So the kids that are involved in our program come from low income. So without us in the program, they wouldn't have the opportunities to do what they do. So, and because of COVID, we haven't seen our kids much this year, but we are involved the literacy program where we help them with their reading, their writing, and they're involved in a sport, which is usually hockey and sepaka. And then when we get opportunities like this, we take them out fishing.
Oh boy, and are they enjoying themselves out there today?
They are loving it. One of our kids caught a really big fish. What was he got it? Was a northern, and what was the length on that one? 15 and a half inches. One of our kids just caught.
15 and a half inches on Big Marine. Big Marine is known.
Marine.
They are known for their pike of that size. And
so
bigger.
I think my youth kids are going to win.
Oh, that'd be awesome. They need lots of fish. Now you got to get a bunch of different species because there's some real competition out there right now.
Well, our kids they're loving it.
They're loving it. Are you warm enough out there? Do we have to send you in?
I'm gonna go hop in a shack here in a minute. There's plenty of shacks, and I'm gonna go find one to sit in.
Awesome. Well, Aspire is the lake sponsor for your particular lake, Big Marine, which is one of my absolute favorite lakes. I love the bass fish there. The northern pike are numerous. If you're going to take a kid fishing, that's one of the great lakes to be on, isn't it?
Well, and the guys that are out here helping are absolutely amazing. They all took a group of kids and brought them in their shack. So I have yet to go in the shack. So I'm kind of going to go shack to shack and check on them and see how the rest of them are doing.
Well, good. That means you're not fishing at all yourself?
You know what? I might drop a line. I just don't want to, I don't want these kids to win. I'm a good fisherman. I take after my brother, so I'll let the kids win.
Yeah. And that would be Adam, wouldn't it?
Yep, Adam Haney.
And Adam's been a big part of Fishing for Life for a long time. And
yes,
both
he
of
has.
You donate. Why do you get involved with an organization like this?
Because, like I said, if we didn't have things like this, the kids wouldn't have opportunities. And people, these kids come from warm climates. A lot of them are new to America. They have never seen snow. They have never seen ice. They've only been here a few years. So as we're driving out, you should have seen the look on all their faces like, we're really driving out there in a van? I said, yes, we are. So it's giving back to the community and letting these kids do stuff that they wouldn't normally get a chance to do.
Well, how do these kids find you? Do they go through the county or do they go through Fishing for Life? How can they find you if they want to get involved?
The youth program started back in the early 90s. Sheriff Fletcher started this program, and he just kind of went door to door in the neighborhoods where it was low income and got these kids involved. And he wanted to build that gap between law enforcement and the community. As we know how things are going nowadays, we're trying to build that gap and have these kids trust us and know that they can come to us. So if anybody would like to join the program, they can reach out to the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. We're in St. Paul, or you can go to the link, Ramsey County Sheriff's Office, and they'll give you a bunch of information about the youth program.
Yeah, that's awesome. I work with the St. Paul Police Department and their PAL program.
Yes, we partner up with them. We partner up with them quite a bit.
Mike McGinn was my contact at the time. Just a great guy. And
Mike is awesome. Mike is awesome.
What people don't understand, it's like our conservation officers for the DNR. I worked for the DNR for 10 years. They're not to be afraid of them. They're there to help you. I know there's some bad publicity out there. There are a few bad apples everywhere you go in any industry to use, but really the sheriff and the police department and the conservation officers, they really truly are your friends.
And that's what we want to show the community, and we want to show these kids. Don't be afraid of us. We're here to help. We take you on fun activities, and there's nothing to be scared of. Come join our team.
Well, how about if you want to volunteer? Do they contact you again about that?
They can contact me. Obviously, because of COVID right now, we are limiting what we're doing, but we have a huge, we're always looking for volunteers to come help us with the kids. And there's many different areas of the Sheriff's Department for volunteering opportunities.
Yeah, awesome. Well, make sure to save a few fish for me. That's one of my favorite lakes. And say hi to Adam for me. And thank you so much for what you guys are doing out there. And Aspire being the big sponsor for your lake. We appreciate them so much.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. You guys have a great day, and good luck to everybody else.
All righty. Oh, but not too much luck, I'll bet you, because Sara, they really want to see their kids do well out there, and I'm sure they will. It is one of the better all-around lakes, literally in the metro or even in the state, along with, Minnetonka, and we're right on another one here on Medicine Lake, which is also dandy. I really, you should be able to catch a fish out here. And I'm hoping that all these kids do this cold front that went through might be a little bit more of a challenge. But again, remember to take care of the people who take care of you and get involved, whether it's with the sheriff's department, the police department, the fire department, or Fishing for Life. And we'll talk to you a little bit about that. There's fishingforlife.org, which is where you're seeing this video right now. But they also have ways to volunteer. And so, you're bored right now. I'm sure they can find things that you can do.
Hey, Mike, you want to stand by?
Yeah.
We'll have a quick commercial break.
Okay, well, let's do that too. But we got to take care of our sponsors here because they are taking care of us. So here's a commercial break, and we're going to talk to Aspire right now.
After we design a new space and come back and they're living in the home, and to see the joy on their face and sometimes literally the tears in their eyes, it's amazing to know that you've impacted somebody's life in a positive way and for years to come. So very gratifying for myself and our entire team.
Aspire, take care of them, take advantage of them. And again, thank you so much for being a part of this whole Fishing for Life event. This is the 12th annual, and I think I've been here for every one of them, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. I don't do all the volunteer work that I used to. I'm taking care of family right now, but I take care. This is one that's very special to me. I've been doing it since the beginning, and I believe in what they're doing, Fishing for Life, and I believe in the sponsors. I believe in the people here, and that's that's half the battle right there. So again, take care of our sponsors. We'll shortly we'll be checking in with some of the other lakes out there. Some of the big fish that have been coming in. We had a little over 8-incher here. We have a 17-inch northern pike, I believe, that came in. We'll be getting some updates here very shortly on our big fish. So it's been a little bit slower going forward. There goes Miss Minnesota. She should have been Miss America for as good as she was. There she say bye. Next year. It's like tomorrow or yesterday. There's no such thing. But she's been a part of that for 2 years now, being Miss Minnesota, and it is a lot of work. And she's out here, very lovely lady. We very much appreciate all she did. And look at what we've got. Tom Goodrich. Where are you at, Tom?
You know where I'm at, and I've been outside cold, even though I'm warm right now. I'm inside the one of the fish houses. So how you doing, Mike?
We're doing great out here. Some fish are being caught. I want to know what you're doing and what sort of trouble you're getting into.
I'm staying on my phone. I'm trying to rally every lake. I've got them all, and I'm just jazzed because they're all turning in fish. Big Marines in the lead. Mille Lacs, we're going to pound into the turnbuckle. And and then
there's a story behind that, though.
Yes, there is. And if you see the belt, it's got a wrestling theme. And Hoffman Weber, our sponsor, has a huge, big wrestling family involvement. So it's kind of cool. Anyway, I'm encouraged. It's working, Mike. We're doing it.
This has been a challenge. It's a different challenge, but that's why we're here. If it was easy, everybody could do it.
That's right. Took so many great people like yourself and Sara pulling this thing together, our production person, and Greg Scott. But anyway, I'm excited for the tournament, and I know Medicine's going to show up. I promise you, Medicine is going to show up and be in the top 3, 4.
Well, second place.
I know.
Too bad, so sad at that point in time. But
and there's don't we all get participation trophies?
No. That's one thing Tom, you bring up a point that I could get very excited about. Not. I think it's just like if you're going to Afghanistan, if you're getting into the Army or the Navy or the Marines, you have to work for a promotion, don't you?
Yes, and there's value in losing. There really is. There is value in losing. We learn stuff, but who cares? We're all having fun. Bottom line, all our vets are undercover. The kids are undercover.
Greg.
The whole deal. Greg, they lost it. He needs you. He needs you up there. So he's coming. Greg, can you still hear me, Mike?
Yep. Oh, yes, you can.
Okay.
I can't see you right now.
Well,
so We may have lost something here. Hopefully I didn't step on a cable or something, but I can hear you. But Tom, why don't you tell, you are the CEO, you are the main man of this, and how in the world did you get involved?
Well, I was in Afghanistan. I don't know if you grew up in the fishing industry, Mike. I kind of was in the circles, and I always wondered where I'm going to land, if I'm ever going to land. I knew the professional fishing side passed me by. So then when I came back from Afghanistan, I had a vision just to start. I had the ability to sort of carve out my own career. And when I felt led to start a nonprofit, we named it Fishing for Life. We started small, we've grown, and now we get to impact lots of kids. The coolest thing, Mike, is we have got kids now that I knew when they're little, and they're already grown. They're 20, 21, 22. But I'm really encouraged that we've turned some of those kids help be part of their bigger story, turning their life around. Now we get to see them as tax-paying adults and contributing, giving back. That's the biggest goal for me. I'm so proud of.
Yeah, exactly. I was a mentoring program coordinator for the DNR, and when I first started, the very first duck hunt that we had a young man that ended up, 10 years later, actually doing some of the guiding going forward, and that's Chris and his mom Chris, they were just wonderful people. In fact, they've helped out at Fishing for Life too.
Yep, good.
Yeah, so it's amazing when some of these people really truly, if they give, well, you don't get anything for it except, well, yeah, you do get something, and it's something that you get right here, baby.
Yeah. Then we got hundreds of guys just this weekend alone pouring out on the water, so it's just cool. Cedar Lake is in the lead.
Cedar?
Oh my gosh!
Oh, are you kidding me?
Cedar's got some fishermen on it.
Now, Cedar's a very unusual lake. It has it does have a aerator going, but it's got northern pike and muskie and bass and crappies, and it's a great all-around lake in southern Met. And Tackle Terry Tuma was here. He would say it's a South Metro Lake.
Yep. So somebody just told me we're supposed to bring Cedar on. Apparently, Jordan is ready.
Yeah, from Minnesota Teen Challenge Rochester.
Jordan from Minnesota Teen Challenge Rochester fishing that lake with us. I don't know how to cue that up, Sarah. I don't have to do anything other than.
Jordan hasn't connected yet, but we're waiting.
Oh, okay. So we can still talk. I like Cedar. Cedar's one of those weird lakes like Pokegama. It keeps producing fish.
Yeah, it's not even that big.
I know, but it gets pounded and pounded, and you wonder how in the world do these fish keep happening. I don't get it, but Cedar's been a good lake, a really wonderful lake.
Yeah, I remember fishing I've got some very nice walleyes there. The muskies are there, the bass. You can catch all. Of course, then again, it does get a little. Well, I'm supposed to say aquatic invasive species instead of weeds, but it's weeds. But you have to be a little careful, during the summertime. But it's a great winter fishing lake down there. And Cedar has got some. It's a very special lake today because it's one of our ladies' lakes, isn't it?
Yes, 2 ladies' lakes. I can't wait for Chisago to come on and take the lead too. However, what I know about Cedar and the sponsor, Paul Wagner, owns Cold Creek Construction, and what a guy. He's been with us forever on all our banquets, and he'll do 2 or 3 fishing events with us a year. And when he does them, the guy knows how to fish. He's one of those guys that, just can figure out fish. And I know he's putting those people on fish out down there.
Well, it's a very unique lake with some points on it, and there's some shoreline type structure to it, the aerator, but don't get too close to that aerator. I don't even know if they've got it turned on this year because it's not up to the DNR, it's up to the Lake Association. But hopefully that lake is produced year after year. I tell you, all the lakes that you guys.
Hey, Mike, would you like to connect to Cedar Lake? We got Jordan standing by. Thanks, Tom.
As long as we're talking about Cedar Lake, let's talk to the man himself out there. Jordan, are you out there? Jordan Jacobson.
I'm here. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you so much for joining us out here. Are you on the lake or off the lake?
I'm off the lake today. I have family in town. I wish I could have joined our.
Oh, no. You don't know what you're missing.
I know.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice day to be out.
Now, you're with Minnesota Teen Challenge out of Rochester?
That's right. Yep.
So a lot of people don't understand Teen Challenge, and I happen to. I've got some good friends that have been a part of that. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge is We're a recovery treatment center, residential. So our clients come, and in our long-term program, they actually stay for a year-long program. So they do chemical dependency treatment, mental health services, and they actually follow a spiritual faith-based track, just to kind of help them recover, right? A lot of people are in use for a long time, so they're there for a year and really dig deep and work through some hard stuff.
Now with COVID, has it been more than usual at this point in time with the amount of people that you're having to work with?
Actually, our numbers have dropped.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been easy for people to stay out at home. They're not going out in the community, and so our numbers have dropped, but we're open. We're ready to help anybody who needs it.
So who have you got fishing on the lake itself?
Yeah, so we have several women from our long-term women's program in Rochester, and most of them have not been ice fishing, so they were excited for that opportunity.
There isn't a whole lot of ice fishing around Rochester then?
There is quite a bit, but most of our clients are actually not from the area, so they come from all over, and they get new experiences when they join us here.
Well, Rochester isn't too far away. Cedar, this particular Cedar, there's lots of Cedar Lakes in Minnesota.
Yeah.
This one is in the South Metro, so it's just a hop, skip, and a jump, and it's a great fishing lake. Have you heard any reports out there yet?
I haven't heard. Nope.
Yeah, we heard that there was one caught, so I'm kind of curious. How big and bragging rights. I want to see the ladies kick some. You know what? Because we have two ladies lakes along with Chisago, not Chicago, Chisago, two ladies lakes. And I'll tell you what, women getting involved in the outdoors is the fastest growing part of the outdoors, isn't it?
Absolutely. I love it. I love to see us be able to get involved and jump right along in there.
Well, because there's no reason not to. And the women, there's special clothing that's being made for them right now. They've got their own hunting gear, whether it be rifles or shotguns that are made especially for them. But the clothing is a big deal for women, isn't it?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely it is.
And do you have a secret a piece of clothing that you wear on a cold day like the last 2 weeks?
You know what? I stick to my Carhartts.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
And lots of layers.
Absolutely.
Well, if somebody wanted to get in touch with you and help out Minnesota Teen Challenge, because if I remember right, there's no cost for this, and it's all about volunteering and being paid for, correct?
Absolutely. Yep, we do. We do a lot of fundraising. We try to support these women and men the best that we can, and a lot of times they're not in a financial place to be able to support themselves through the program. So we absolutely take donations, and we rely on people helping us out. So anyone could visit the Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge website. There's links for donating. There's links for volunteering, mentorship. Our clients need mentors. They need people to walk alongside them in this. So that would be the place to go, and then we could get you in touch with anyone from there.
Well, that's awesome. We really appreciate what you're doing, Jordan, with Minnesota Teen Challenge. There's an area there's not only in Rochester, other parts of the state, correct?
Absolutely. Yep. There we have Brainerd, Minneapolis. We have a teen boys location out in Buffalo. We're all over.
Awesome. Thank you so much for all the work that you do. And go catch them out there. And Cold Creek Construction is your sponsor out there. So make sure to take care of them too if you get the chance.
Absolutely.
Great. Thanks, Jordan, for taking the time out today, and take care of family.
Thanks, Mike. Stay warm out there.
Oh, we're warm. We got warm hearts out here. We got warm feet. We've got heaters going out here. We've got a lunch being served to all of our military personnel out here.
Hey, Mike, we've got Brian standing by too, if you'd like to chat with Brian.
Brian's here already too. Brian Finney from Bald Eagle Lake, which is about 2 miles north of my home. Are you going to fish the lake out so there's nothing left next time I go fishing out there?
We're doing the best we can.
Well, tell us a little bit about the fishing up there right now.
So fishing's going a little bit slow right now. We got a perch or two entered into the tournament. Trying to switch some things up for minnows, trying to use a few wax worms and see if that changes our luck any and kind of fills these pails up.
Yeah. So what part of the lake are you on?
We're about 3/8 of a mile to the northwest of the boat landing.
Okay. Okay, you're on that break line now. I know exactly where you are on the other side of the island. And as a matter of fact, there's probably got a lot of competition out there today.
Yeah, there's quite a few folks out on the lake. we try to distance ourselves from them just a little bit, give them some room to fish as well. Trying to fish the break, like you mentioned. We got some tip ups out at the edge of the weed line, and hoping a big northern swims by and grabs one of them.
They got some northerns. They've got bass. The crappie fishing in the spring is great up there too. But what about the walleyes? Some people always said, oh, that's pretty good walleyes. I haven't caught one there, but some people have done really well on them.
You know, that's what we've heard. We're with the children around, we're trying to focus on the panfish and the perch, and we're going for quantity over quality, if you will.
Well, Brian, do you have a lake sponsor for up there, or are you the main man?
Well, to the best of my knowledge, that'd be me.
Okay, so Brian, why did you get involved with this? What really gets you excited?
You know, I signed up to be a participant in this fishing tournament several years ago, and found that they needed a few volunteers. So rather than be a participant, I decided to volunteer down on Medicine Lake several years ago, and found that I enjoyed volunteering just as much, if not more, than participating. So I've been volunteering ever since.
That's awesome. Well, Brian, what kind of kids or people have you got out there? You kids? You got military people?
Kind of a mix of everything. A few kids, a few families. Haven't found any military folks yet. We do have one here.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Brian. They'll find you.
Right.
Military will always find you. They've got the GPS.
All right, here I'm going to show you a couple of our participants here. Here's our veteran.
Oh. Awesome. Thank you for your service.
And here's our big fish catcher of the day.
How big? Okay, now show me how big.
This
okay.
There you go.
Now you got it right. You know, as anglers, we never lie, but we do stretch the truth. So that's just fine. So that's awesome. Nice work up there, Brian. We really appreciate everything that you're doing. Any last words of wisdom?
That's all I got. You're doing a great job for us down there.
Well, I don't know. I love the beard. I don't know.
That's my favorite.
Yours will turn gray at some point in time, but thank you so much for volunteering. Thank all of your volunteers for us, and thank everybody out there for being a part of this great event.
Yep, you betcha. And thank you for putting this on for us.
You betcha, Brian. It's Brian Finney from Bald Eagle Lake, where I was just up there yesterday. They've got a great park that I take my dog out to, and we kind of run the lake up there too. It's just a wonderful fishing lake, Metro. And you muskie anglers out there, yes, that is I heard some ears perk up around me here. It's great muskie fishing there and on White Bear Lake, which we'll also be checking in with a little bit later. But muskies are not a part of the tournament because they're out of season. Everything else is still in season, but it sounds like, do we have another update?
We do. We have Benjamin standing by, and he is not on the lake today, but he is. Here he can join you. Hi, Benjamin. Can you hear us? He's muted. Hang on, Benjamin. You're muted. Can you unmute yourself? There you go.
Ben Watkins, how you doing, man?
Doing all right.
Only all right.
I'm doing too many things at once, though. That's for sure.
Oh, that's what we're all doing. We're juggling, but you juggle a lot of projects with the Wounded Warrior Project, don't you?
Yeah. Give me one moment here. I gotta mute my other.
Oh, there we go.
All
Modern
right,
technology. There we go. That delay is a killer, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. So you're with the Wounded Warrior Project. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
All right. So the Wounded Warrior Project, we serve veterans that are post 9/11 who accrued injury while in active duty service. That's our major group of warriors that we serve. But we have programs that help across the board. So we've got our warriors. You consider the Warrior Care Network, and what that does is it offers any veteran of any era who's still maybe struggling with PTSD or TBI or military sexual trauma, a month-long intense outpatient program, not based through the VA. It's through like Rush Hospital in Chicago or Home Base in Boston, and there's a few other hospitals as well. And so that's something we offer, like any era veteran. Everything is 100% paid for. So like joining Wounded Warrior Project is free. You sign on that dotted line, it's free to join. All the events that we do, much like when working with Fishing for Life, we take care of all those costs. There's no cost to the veterans or their family. So we offer all those things, free to them. One, to help with engagement, so they can get out, hang out with their family, and be able to reconnect with them, as well as meet other veterans and build their community. So we're doing a lot. We have physical health. We've got a mental health side. We've got Warriors to Work, which can help the warrior as well as the family support member get a job, or their kid who's 18 years of age or older and they want to get them out of the house, for example. As well as we've got our own VSOs who can help with the benefit side of things.
So, Benjamin, you must be military yourself.
I am.
Yes. And I came from the DNR, where there's so many acronyms. What are all these acronyms you got? Oh my God! Although you spelled some of them out, we appreciate that.
Sure.
Nothing word DNR. Okay. Well, there's many different connotations of that too, but we really appreciate all the work you do. But what's cool is that we just had on the Minnesota Teen Challenge, and there's no cost for that. There's no cost for that. Are you finding right now with this COVID situation? Are you getting a lot more people that are kind of going, well, a little stir crazy because they can't really communicate with people as much as they used to?
Yes and no. So we're getting back at doing our face-to-face events. Like last night, we were blessed to go to iFly in Minnetonka, and so we were able to allow about 30 people to fly and skydive indoors. Wednesday, we were up in the Baxter area and we did a nice dinner for couples. So we're getting back to the face-to-face. But we also have, if you're familiar with Discord, it is a app or a website online and an app you can download on your phone. And Wounded Warrior Project has a server on the Discord, website. And where warriors, family support members, and supporters alike can connect at any hour of the day, any day of the week, and talk about things that they like to talk about. It could be fishing. It could be video games. It could be, hey, I made this amazing meal, or here's my pet. So finding ways to adapt and overcome and be able to, get inside somebody's home even to allow them to get out and, talk about what's going on with themselves, if it's great or even if it's not so good. There's somebody that can support them, for example, on that Discord server. So we haven't noticed a lot of isolation because we're trying to get into people's homes. On average, we're doing about 20 to 22 events a day across the country.
Wow.
So that's face-to-face events and virtual events.
Well, that's so important for these people. Where else could they turn if they couldn't turn to you?
Oh, that's great. So woundedwarriorproject.org is a great place to check out. If you are not a warrior yet or a family support member and you're married to a warrior, you can go there and you can register. If you're looking to donate, there's a donate tab there as well. And if you are a Vietnam vet, Cold War vet, you're a vet at all, and like I said, you're working through your own mental health and you're wanting to get that extra help for post-traumatic stress or traumatic brain injury or military sexual trauma, call our resource center. That's also on the website, woundedwarriorproject.org. And you can just say, hey, I heard about the Warrior Care Network. I'm interested. I really would like to take part in it. And again, it's free to you as the veteran. It's an amazing program.
Well, Benjamin, thanks so much for doing what you're doing. It's important. We need, and we've been talking Minnesota Teen Challenge and with Wounded Warrior Project. We've got other groups that we're going to be talking with today. If it wasn't for your organizations, I think we'd be in a lot sorrier place than what we are in the world right now.
Yeah, and thanks also to Fishing for Life. I mean, the opportunity they've given our warriors to connect to their families is amazing. And all the work they did on the backside, to all the coordination and providing it, it's been a huge blessing to myself. And I actually met with a warrior last night she's out on the lake right now fishing, sending me messages how amazing it is. A huge shout out and thank you for them and all the logistics they've been doing, and just the coordination. You guys are amazing.
Well, we do it because we love to do it, and that's the important part. We want to try to just. I mean, we can't even begin to. People can't even imagine what you've gone through and what these soldiers have gone through, and for us to do this little piece to give back to the people who've given so much to us, we appreciate you so much. And any last words of wisdom for us and for our people that are watching on Facebook and FLW.org. FLW. FFL. I've been watching too much wrestling lately.
Absolutely. Here's my biggest thing. If you are a veteran and you don't think that you qualify for Wounded Warrior Project, if you are service connected and you serve post 9/11 on active duty orders, you got injured, whether it be a visible wound or invisible, please apply. It's free. There's nothing to lose. If you are a family support member and you know the veteran that you're married to, or maybe your son, daughter, maybe even father, this would benefit them. It's worth just checking out. Like I said, it is absolutely free. And if you want to support us, greatly appreciate that as well, because we are 100% donor dollar based. We take zero money from the government. And what that allows us to do is be very nimble in what we offer to our warriors. So if something's working, great, let's do more of it. If it's not, we kill it. We quit spending money there and do something else that's more productive.
That is just awesome. And Benjamin Watkins, thank you so much for everything you do and are going to do, because this is a never-ending, unfortunately, never-ending situation. Yeah. But we'll do our best to keep it going right now. And if you want to make a difference, get a hold of the Wounded Warrior Project and make it happen. Get your wallet out, but better yet, get your wallet out and get out yourself.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care. Oh, Benjamin Watkins. He's wasn't on the ice today, but he's gotten a lot of Wounded Warriors out there fishing, and that's important. That's great. Fishing and the outdoors is great therapy. If you're having a tough time with the family, go fishing. If you're having a tough time with the kids, take them out. Go for a walk. I've got a young couple out here with their dog here on Medicine Lake that are going for a walk right now with the pooch that's got a nice little outerwear on it. So, but get involved with the outdoors. The peace and serenity is something that you can be one with nature, and it gives back every second that you're out there.
Hey, Mike, we've got a lake update. Briggs Lake is in the lead with 23 inches.
What? Briggs Lake? Who knows it? We're going to have to talk to somebody from Briggs Lake here, and we will be in a little bit. Briggs Lake, I'd never heard of it until we got started here. We've also got Greg was going to maybe point his camera at our fish board back here in a little bit, but we just had another crappie. We got a couple of crappies that are swimming around in the hole down here. That looks like literally the fish of choice right now. But I know on Medicine Lake, we've had fish 12, 13, 14, 15 pounds in pike, and you never know when they're going to bite. Now, I heard Mille Lacs has got some fish. We heard Cedar's got fish going. Big Marine's had some. Medicine had a few. So Bald Eagle, they're catching a few of those perch out there, and they've got some jumbo perch. I catch them in the spring all the time. Along with the crappies that are out there and bass. And I tell you, we are so lucky here in the state of Minnesota with how great the fishing is here. Minnetonka, world renowned. Lake Mille Lacs, the top bass fishing lakes in the world. Lake Vermilion isn't a part of this group this year, but they tried, but they couldn't make it this time. Another great all-around lake. We are so blessed to have all these great lakes here. It's incredible. And all you have to do is, matter of fact, we're just right on the edge of a public dock that's out here. There's no reason. Well, today you could probably just ask somebody to drill you a hole, and they would do that, because that's what ice anglers do. But in the summertime, there's fishing docks all over the state, and all you have to do to go is mndnr.gov and take a look, click on fishing, and literally you can find all kinds of information there, along with fishing docks where you can fish from shore, and some of the great fishing lakes here in the metro area. Cedar's got great fishing from shore down there. Minnetonka's got a couple of them. Like I said, Medicine Lake, Big Marine has got a veterans group down there, and they've got a whole big. Here comes breaking news here. Here comes another fish in. It's a crappie by one of our soldiers, and it's a biggie. It's a big one. I don't know if I can get these. If I dare move the. I don't dare move it. electronics, they're too tender. Another crappie caught here. There we go. Another crappie being caught, and so lots of opportunities. I bet you waxworm is probably one of the best ways right now to catch that fish. Okay. We got Sara. Sara, do we have an update?
Hey, so we're talking with Troy on Mille Lacs. They're having some difficult connection issues. They said no fish yet. What? Fishing is hard. No fish yet. Stay tuned. So all you people that think Mille Lacs are gonna do big, we gotta pump it up, right?
Well, we've got Carson Hammer out there from Hamel Outdoors. We're going to have to hammer on him, I think, a little bit on where the fish are at and what's going on out there. But Mille Lacs Lake is one of my home lakes. As I grew up in Malacca, and I have a cabin that I'm rebuilding up there. That's my second home, or as Kate might say, it might be my first home up there. But it's a tremendous all-around lake, and they also call it the Dead Sea. I think there's some proverbs in there. I'm pretty sure about the Dead Sea Scroll.
Yeah, he who catches the least fish goes home sad.
well, we might have to have a new trophy next year for the lake that gets skunked.
A tiny belt that they can put on their finger for next time, right?
Exactly. We'll have to do that.
All right. Well, I'm trying to look at some results. I'm having some issues connecting here to get you a live update for our lake events, and I just lost my screen here. So
there, yeah, I was just going to tell you lost your screen, and we do have something standing by with the title of leader.
Yeah, we have Big Marine has caught the largest perch so far, 7.75.
Ooh, there's a Dan. That's definitely what we call a jumbo.
Yep, and then I have I'm trying to bring up the northern. We got Big Marine with 17.5 for the northern.
Oh, there we go. That are they in the lead then for the
northern? They are, yeah.
Okay, good.
Let's see, we got Lake Fanny, 10 inches for the largest crappie. Is there anybody in here that was looking for me?
Lake Fanny, no jokes, please.
Yep. Briggs Lake. So this is the total fish for the whole lake. So we have Briggs at 41.75. That is unverified. So stay tuned. We got to verify those fish. And Big Marine is coming in second at 25.25, also unverified. But we do have Cedar Lake with 18.5 that has been verified. So stay tuned for more fish news.
All right. Thank you, Sara. Appreciate that.
Yep.
Now, with all that's going on right now, verification is again through Fish Donkey with a lot of our with that app, especially for the virtual tournament, and they're also keeping track of, I think, on the day of here today fishing, and that's if you've never fished in a tournament, that's really a new wave that's literally, pardon the pun, a new wave that's going forward, and it's a catch photo, send the information back to Fish Donkey on their app, and then it's all collected, and at the end, then you get your winners. It's very, very cool setup, and it's a great way for catch and release. That's a huge, especially when you hold a lot of these big tournaments out there, you want to be able to keep the resources in very strong year classes of fish, and so that's real key. And Fish Donkey can do that. It is the future of tournament fishing, and it's a great way to again preserve our great fisheries that we have here on the lake and all of our lakes, because it is such a treat to be able to fish these lakes. And I know we're land of 11,000 some lakes, and I've probably fished 200 or 300 of them myself, and every day on the lake is a blessed day, and being able to spend time with family and friends, and that's something we've always been able to do during COVID. As a matter of fact, the number of fishing licenses and hunting licenses went up considerably this year just because of COVID, and we got to spend time with family and friends in a very safe manner. You can do that in a boat. You can do that in an ice house for the most part, but you can definitely do it out here on the lake, and being outdoors. I don't believe there's any confirmed cases that anybody's picked up COVID ice fishing. That's a fact for sure. Anyway, so we've got some big fish going on here, and shortly here we're gonna get Eskimo. Do we have Eskimo up here, Michelle? Oh, Bald Eagle has a walleye, and here's Eskimo. They're one of our great sponsors out here today. They donated a lot of prizes, and I love their hubs. That their hub tent they've got here pops up really quick. I actually have one, so I know of what I speak, and I like it because the one I particularly have does not have a floor, and I always trip over those D-size openings. And the one I've got, I can walk right in, and it's awesome, especially when I have knees and hips that don't work like they used to. But Eskimo, thanks so much for being a part of it. And the Ion, if you've never used an electric auger, you're gonna want to get one. And that auger is going to be given away to somebody who shared this particular event online, and we'll be getting again that sort of information out to you within 24 to 48 hours after the tournament, after 4 o'clock today. That stuff will all be posted on fishingforlife.org. Fishingforlife.org. And Fishing for Life, or FFL, they will be contacting you if you win a prize. So it's a great setup. Eskimo and Ion. Ice fishing has come such a distance. When I was a kid, we were using wooden sticks. And, well, of course, a lot of people still use that. In fact, I see a wooden tip out here in front of me right now, and you can still catch stuff. But we're using Dacron line. We're using big hooks. Everything is so refined now, especially ice fishing. When the fish don't want to bite so well, then it gives you a better chance to catch the fish. And keep working these fishing lines, folks. Be a real aggressive on your jigging, or what we like to call dead sticking it, and just let the fish come up, sniff it, and maybe they'll take an inhale. And if you ever have seen fish on a camera bite, this is very, very fascinating. If you've ever seen that, you can literally be watching that fish come up, smell your bait, and it'll inhale and spit it out before you even have a chance to set the hook. That's why some of these cameras, and AquaView is one of the sponsors out here that the Elks Foundation donated to, but they bought up the AquaView, and AquaView is owned by Minnesotan Colt Ringer. He's a great guy. You absolutely want to check in with him if you ever get a chance. AquaView, it is a tremendous fishing opportunity that you will catch more fish by using it.
Mike, we've got a check-in from Medicine Number One. We've got Tyler standing by.
Oh, Tyler Pinard. Tyler, and it's sponsored by Fractional Toys. Tyler, how you doing, man?
Looks like there he goes. Hi, Tyler.
Tyler, are you there?
Yeah, yep, I'm here. Hey, guys, how are we doing?
We're doing great, but the real question is, are you catching fish?
I actually do not have a line in the water yet. I'm actually waiting until this interview is done here, because I've been coordinating here with my director's list. And
well, Tyler, how many people have you got with you fishing?
There's three in the house. There's three in the house that I'm in, and then another few next door.
Well, what the people that you've got fishing with you, have they got some challenges?
There's a few of them. I mean, there's a few with challenges, but like everything, you just work your way through it, and then you find ways to adapt.
Boy, isn't that so true? We've all got our challenges, but you've got physical challenges, but you are sharp as a tack. I know that.
Come on, Mike.
What? Am I lying?
I don't know. Are you?
No, I'm not. Oh my goodness. So has anybody in your house caught a fish yet?
Negative. Negative. It's all empty here.
It's all empty, but I bet you it won't be for long. I bet you I know something that you've caught.
Go for it, Mike.
You've caught memories out there today, haven't you?
Oh yes. and we're looking to make more.
And that's exactly right. It's how much fun is it to be with people again with COVID going on and spending time on the water. It's got to be special for you.
Oh man, it's awesome. I mean, there's nothing that compares to fishing with. There's nothing that compares to fishing, especially in times of COVID, because otherwise, right now, nobody can really see anybody in big groups. Nobody can really come to your houses or anything like that now. Like when you're sitting at home, you really have to watch what you do. But when you're out on the lake and things like that, you don't really have to worry about what kind of settings you have. You can just kind of roll with it there, Mike.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Tyler, what is your favorite fish to catch?
Oh, I tend to I tend to really like to battle with the big ones, like the northerns and I don't know, the northerns, the bottom sucker carp type things, the ones that can really give you a nice good sized fight.
Well, I know that Linder Fishing, the Al Linders, and one of their favorite fish to catch are carp because they put up a good fight. And many of us, when we were growing up, we just threw carp out on the bank, and they're rough fish, but they are a blast to catch.
Right. I mean, once you catch them, it's like, okay, what do I do with them now? But like when you're trying to reel them in, it's stuff like that, especially in the summer. It's like, oh man, this is gonna take like 5 or so minutes because they really hold it down. It's funny because I was just out ice fishing a few days ago over on Lake Sara, and I actually had a big fish attack my line, and as I was getting ready to bring it in, the dang thing decided to break my line. And then jumped right back down the hole. So it's like, oh my God!
At least
I missed out. I got burned. If I would have noticed that just a few minutes sooner.
I hate when that happens. But I tell you, you know what my favorite fish to catch is?
Go for it, Mike.
The one that's on my line.
Exactly.
Well, Tyler, thanks so much for getting involved out there. Get to fishing because you got a lot of catching up to do.
Oh, you know what, Mike? I might just have to do that.
Outstanding. Tyler Pinor, thank you so much. Get to fishing. Set the hook for me, will you?
Yeah. Hey, no problem, Michael. I'll be out here all day. So if you want to come actually see me in person, you're more than welcome to do that.
I might just take you up on that. I might not have a voice left, but we'll check it out. You take care out there, Tyler, and say hi to everybody out there for me. Oh, awesome. That's Tyler. He's out on Medicine on Lake here, and that's brought to you by Fractional Toys. We appreciate him. Tyler's a great kid. Really, really enjoy conversations. He's got the passion. You can tell he's got the passion. He may have some challenges, but you don't. After a while, you don't even understand. You don't even realize that there is a challenge. These people are so neat out here. A lot of people have challenges. A lot of the veterans have challenges. A lot of the families have challenges. But you know what? That's what the outdoors will do for you. That'll give you a warm thought right in the old heart right there. What a fun day out here we've had so far. On Medicine Lake, we're gonna be checking in with White Bear here very shortly. I live in White Bear, so I was kind of curious to see how the fishing is out there. That's a very clear lake out there. In fact, we had the Governor's Fishing Opener about 10, 12 years ago there. And as a matter of fact, many of these lakes have had the Governor's Opener at. Hopefully they'll have a Governor's Fishing Opener this year. Last year it was postponed, but this COVID has really knocked a lot of things down. But the outdoors really has picked up, and we appreciate that. But there's a lot going on here with ice fishing for the rest of the year, even though the walleyes and some of the sport fish will have to take a back seat because they'll be closed for the season, but there's always perch and crappies. And as a matter of fact, you might want to double check perch and sunfish, sunfish and crappies. There's going to be some limit changes starting March 1st. You're going to want to check in on that. Some of the lakes are going to 5 and 10. There goes Pastor Vaughn. There he is. He's excited. He's always excited. He's got the gene that has the excitement gene and the energy gene, like I think I have myself, but I think he's got it a little worse than I do. But anyway, great people here with Fishing for Life, and you may want to get involved with them or one of the organizations that we've talked to here today. It is so important that you get involved. You can't just sit on the sidelines. Some people have a big checkbook and they think that giving money and everything, okay, I've done my part. No, I'm sorry, it's not. You need to get involved with more than that. Mom and Dad, that's something that they taught me. They passed away, but they passed on that gene to myself and my brother. I've worked hundreds of these sort of events out there trying to share my experiences, whether it be on the radio or some TV work or with the DNR, with some of the special programs, the Turkey Federation, Ducks Unlimited, the Pheasants Forever. These organizations, great charities, and if you check them out on the charity.com list, their ratings go through the roof. So in other words, just like Fishing for Life here, that money goes back into getting people involved in the outdoors, whether it be the military kids, the Teen Challenge groups that are out there. They really do give back, and my hat's off, although I'm not going to take it off right now. I'm going to keep my head warm here because I want to stay healthy here, and as we go forward, I'm in that over 65 group. I'm sure the beard gives that away. But here's one of our sponsors, our sponsor groups right here. They're amazing. Thank you for all the kind sponsors. Leading the group here with Hoffman Weber Construction. They are our presenting sponsor. And we've got Bob here right to my right. Oh, Bob just left here. But we've also got the Patriot 1280. We've got just a tremendous amount of support from the community, and that's what it's needed. It takes literally a village to put something on like this, especially when after these 2 weeks that it postponed, I mean, everybody's got to get recalled up. The volunteers have to get rehooked up. Some people can make it, some people can't. Some of the people who were out here fishing, they couldn't make it last weekend, but they can make it this weekend. And all this coordination of hundreds and hundreds of anglers and hundreds of volunteers, I tell you, it's a huge
Mike, we got Travis joining us.
We have Travis Bush. And Travis, you're on White Bear Lake, and you're sponsored by Cheney Carpets. What's going on White Bear? It's a little windy out there, I hear.
Hey, Mike, we're out here, and we're catching fish. We're staying warm, and we just had our hot dogs. Our hot dog guy just left, but we're having a good time.
Well, okay, now you're catching fish, Travis. You got to tell us what kind of fish are being caught, and give us a little lowdown on White Bear Lake.
So the hot bite right now is on minnows. Crappie minnows are catching perch and bluegill, and I've got MJ right here. MJ, say hi.
Hi.
Hi, MJ.
And MJ had our biggest fish came out of the water, and then it fell back in. MJ, tell us what happened.
So my mom called me over. I seen how my line was all the way down. And then I came over here, started reeling it up. Once it got up, my line snapped and it went back down. And I'm trying to catch it so I can get my hook back.
Oh, to get your hook. I bet you somebody, Travis, I think you could probably hook him up with another hook, can't you?
Yes, we got plenty of hooks. How big was that fish, MJ?
It's about this big.
It was.
Oh, okay. Now remember, as anglers, we never lie, but we do stretch the truth. You can do it. MJ, what was that? What kind of fish was it?
Oh, I don't know.
Northern pike.
Is it northern pike? Have you been fishing before?
Yes.
So do you get to fish a lot or not?
Yeah, I go a lot in the summer, fall.
That's awesome. What's your favorite fish to catch?
Probably the bass.
The bass. Oh yeah, a lot of fun.
Ever caught?
You know, the fish I hate the worst are the ones that get away that I never get to see. But you got to see that pike, though, didn't you?
Yes.
And you'll never forget that, will you?
Never.
Never. Awesome. Thanks, MJ, for joining us. I appreciate it. Go out there and catch another one. Oh, Travis. So, Travis, why do you do this?
You know what? I love fishing for life because I love fishing, and I love to have a chance to share my faith with people, and this is just the perfect way to do that.
Well, we used to have a tournament on White Bear several years ago, and we got blown off the lake. And I believe my nickname stuck again is Cold Front. That was kind of a tough weekend, but a lot of fun out there.
Yes, this is a great lake.
It really is. So, are they catching walleyes out there?
No, we haven't gotten any walleyes yet. We've got bluegill, perch, and then bluegill and perch are on the board, and then that one pike that got loose.
One pike. Now, is the lake really clear? It's known to be a very clear lake.
Yeah, it's really clear right now, especially in the wintertime.
Yeah, and the challenge then with at least there's some snow on the lake. Are you fishing deep or shallow?
We're between 17 and 22 feet right now.
Okay, so you're not going to tell me exactly where are you, because I live in White Bear, so I'll be there a little bit later on.
Well, I'll tell you this: we're in the water. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh man, whenever I MC tournaments, if you ever say when I ask you where you caught your fish, and they say in the lake, then you automatically owe me $5, and then I put that towards fishing for life. You owe me $5.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Well, Travis, thanks so much for the update. How you doing for your total inches so far?
Oh, I think we're about 11 or 12 inches total. Just 2 species on the board.
Okay, I know there's a lot of nice pike in the lake there, and of course there's muskies there and bass and walleyes. It's a great all-around lake, so get out there and set the hook on a few.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Mike. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Travis. Travis Bush, again, from White Bear Lake. An awesome fishing lake too, but it is tough to fish walleyes during the summer out there. But that's why they'll fish them at night a lot of times. And that's brought to you by Cheney Carpets. And again, thanks so much for our sponsors and for these lake sponsors. And they might Cheney Carpets may actually come back with a trophy. Now, where is that? I haven't seen that trophy for a while. Our FFL trophy. But one of these lakes is going to win that trophy, and somebody's going to win some awful nice prizes out there going forward too. So anyway, that was White Bear Lake, and we'll be checking in with Briggs Lake here very shortly, and then more fish updates. But I really wonder, I wonder how that belt would fit around me, Greg. I got Greg Scott here. Oh, here it is. Wouldn't that look really nice around my waist? I'd be a world champion of fishing for life. I'd like this belt, but I will get maybe get a picture of that later on. Who will take the title home? We're still wondering. That's brought to you by Sterling Trophy, and again, our presenting sponsor is Hoffman Weber Construction. What a cool belt out there! It really is. Awesome. And the way this goes back a little bit is that really we have Brooke Henning, who is our main person with Hoffman Weber, along with a bunch of other people from like Todd and Mike out there that are from Hoffman Weber. But Brooke was a stalwart out there, and she just happens to be married to a WWE wrestler. And I won't give that away because I'm hoping we'll get to talk to her a little bit later. So that's where we're coming away with a little bit of the wrestling theme here. And hopefully next year we can get things coordinated with some of the wrestlers and have them out on the lake. But I knew the Hennings from way back when. I knew Kurt when he was part of the Minnesota one. I can't even remember what it was because that's where I'm 60-some years old. But my great-grandma was into wrestling and loved it. And Kurt Henning and Vern Gagne and Larry Henning. And then I knew a Sandra Henning, who was, I believe, Kurt's sister. She ended up working for me. She was the assistant chef, I believe, at Cattle Company in Fridley is where I got to meet her and the whole Henning family. They're awesome. Really appreciate them being involved. And Sara.
Hey, Mike, we just wanted to give you an update here.
Awesome.
We have Briggs Lake coming in with 55 inches. Big Marine is still close behind, 25. Well, I don't know, close. Meh, they're halfway there. But you notice who's not on the board yet? Where's Mille Lacs? Mille Lacs, where are you? Hello. They had some big fighting words when they were first coming out of the chute. So
yeah, there was a lot of cheap talk there, and I think that has to do with the wrestling background. So all talk and no catch.
Well, they just need to get a really big one right now, right?
Yeah, that would put them right up there. You get one of those 30-inch walleyes, or maybe a 40+ inch northern pike, and they'd be right back in it. Now there's crappies in the lake too, but they are a challenge to catch. They kind of roam that big basin up there. But we're seeing some fish caught. Is there anybody else that's been skunked yet?
I don't think so. I think everybody else is on the board.
Oh, we like that. No skunk. No skunk.
Nisswa has not entered yet. They might be having some issues connecting online, but Nisswa is also not currently on there. But
I can't wait to talk to Briggs Lake. I think we've got them on next, and boy, they've got bragging rights going forward right now.
Yeah, we're trying to get Katie connected. So if you want to hold on, otherwise, Michelle, is Katie or Linda ready to talk?
Looks like Linda's trying to connect, but I don't see her up yet.
Oh, okay. Well, so we're having some tech issues today. I guess that's a likely story to be on the water and try to. Oh, wait, there she is.
Woo!
Linda, how you doing?
Hi, Mike.
Hi.
How are you?
We are fantastic and blessed.
Living the dream.
Well, you must be, because you are the leader in the clubhouse right now.
Thank you very much. I called it.
Yeah, you called it. So Briggs Lake, for a lot of us that, where the heck is Briggs Lake?
No, we're not on Briggs. We're in Chisago's Lake.
Oh, you're on Chisago. We brought Linda in. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Linda Matthews we have. I thought you were with Briggs here.
We are not ahead then.
Okay, so you're not leading in the clubhouse. You got some catching up to do.
Yeah, well, you know.
So what, are you catching some fish?
We are. We're doing well. We got about 6 in.
You got about 6? Okay. No, I still hear you and see you.
Okay, great.
Well, what's the favorite technique out there right now?
Patience, and keep switching.
Good fellowship.
Yep, keep switching. Don't stick with one jig too long, and pull out another one.
Well, you're not using an Federal's ammunition now to get these fish, are you? Because they happen to be the sponsor. I don't think they make hooks, but they make ammunition.
There we are, right?
Look at that.
No, Federal's been awesome. We love it. We're so appreciative of their time and what they've done here for us. We have a really nice setup out here.
And they're a hometown company. We love that.
Absolutely.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about Deep Seas? And because maybe some of the outsiders here don't know what's going on with Fishing for Life and the Deep Seas program. Can you fill us in a little bit?
Absolutely, Mike. So Fishing for Life has a Deep Seas men's group, and they've been really trying to encourage to get a females Deep Seas group. So we just started this year. We've actually had our first meeting. We will be meeting at the Patriot's Den in St. Croix Falls the second Wednesday of every month. 6 women right now. And we are going to actually reach out to women that love the great outdoors and just have a passion for changing lives. And I'm really excited about this group. Really well connected. And I'm really looking forward to see what the Lord's going to do with this group.
Well, you've got a good mentor there to your right, and my left, I believe. Is that Nicole? Is that you?
No.
Who is it?
This is Carissa.
Oh, hi, Carissa. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
And I think Sue Strudagel is out there too.
She is, and Nicole is.
They're having a dance party at the moment.
She's having a dance party. Hey, let me switch over for a minute. I just want to show just a couple people here.
You bet.
Hold on.
And here goes technology again.
Yep, here we go.
They're doing the fish dance out there. They're trying to catch some fish. Here we go.
Okay, so we got this young man here, right here, Dave. Dave, how's it going out here?
Oh, it's going good. We're having a good time.
What do you think of Holes for Heroes so far? This is your first year?
Yeah, I enjoy it. Good group of people. It's fun to be with.
All right.
It's a nice day to be out on the ice.
This is the guy that's leading the group right now in fish caught.
Love that plaid outfit.
Love that plaid outfit. And then here, I'm going to run you over here real quick, guys. Hey, Nicole, say hi. Look at these guys.
Take it back now, y'all.
They're doing the fish dance. Oh, hold it.
There we go.
Hold it. Stop the presses. Stop. You got to show me the crappie flop.
Hey, Mike wants to see the crappie flop. Crappie flop.
You guys have crappie flop? So what we do? You guys are having a contest for a prize. You have to flop. Show me your best fish flop on the floor. Ready?
Quick.
When I say go, you're gonna get on the ice, and then you're gonna flop like a fish. Okay?
All right, lay down.
Hold on. Hey, Thomas, I need you crappie. We're doing a crappie flop.
There we go.
Dance real quick.
And Mike, at the end of this tournament, the last 15 minutes, we are going to attempt to do a crappie sunny shootout. I meant for the kids.
Yeah, you'll see.
So first time done on ice fishing. All right, let's go. We got to go to the next one. Let's see it.
On your mark.
Here it goes.
And they're doing the fish dance to they're trying to get the moon and sun Orion here. Here we go.
Flop like a
All right.
fish. Flop like a fish.
There it is.
Keep doing it.
There it is. That's the crappie flop.
That's the crappie flop. How do I switch that?
Awesome. Well,
we'll bring you back there, buddy.
Hopefully next year we'll be able to have all the kids when we've had up to 50 kids doing that at one time, and there's nothing that looks more hilarious. And by the way, moms and dads, you really can wear your kids out by doing the crappie flop.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, Linda, thank you so much out there, and for all your volunteers. They've done just a tremendous job out there. Thank you so much. And we'll be keeping you in our hearts here because you got a little catching up to do. You better do some more fish dancing.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Take care.
Take care.
Mike, we're going to have a quick commercial break.
Okay.
Meet the industry's widest variety of game-changing ammunition. However you shoot and whatever you hunt, fortune favors the prepared. And nothing prepares you better than Federal Premium. It's a gold standard advantage delivered directly from the experts in premium ammunition. Find your Federal Premium advantage today.
That was Federal Ammunition, which is right out of Anoka, Minnesota. Awesome hometown company. They give back to the community as well as a lot of our other people that organizations that we've had out there. And by the way, that was Linda Matthews. She's from the Deep Seas group with Fishing for Life, and they are brought to you by Federal Cartridge. So we thank you so much. And they're on Chisago Lake, another lake that's not too far away from me. Another all-around great lake. I'm telling you, these guys picked out some great lakes to be fishing here today. And I just heard that Mille Lacs got off the schneid with a nice walleye today. So finally, there's no skunks.
Mike, we got to check in from Briggs Lake.
And Briggs Lake.
Here's
here
Katie.
we go. And Katie Meyer here from Briggs Lake. Katie, you guys are doing something right out there. What's going on? Oh, she's on mute right now. Here, we're trying to get her off mute here, but I'll tell you what, they've got 50-some inches of fish, I believe. We're still on mute.
Katie, you're not muted, but we can't hear you for some reason. I wonder if you might not have permission to your.
There we go.
Your microphone.
Katie. And Briggs Lake, they're brought to you by HT Enterprises, and Briggs Lake is another one of those unknown lakes that Minnesota is known for. Are you there, Katie? Nope, we're still muted there. But hey, you guys look good, by the way. Look really good. Oh, well, we may come back to them a little bit later. But
all right, we do have Wendy standing by. We'll check back in with Katie here shortly. We do have Wendy standing by.
We got
from
Wendy
Medicine
Haas.
too.
Yeah, Wendy Haas, Minnesota Teen Challenge Boys. They're at Medicine Lake 2, brought to you by the Isanti Gun Club. The Isanti Gun Club. No, we're not using any guns out there, are we, Wendy?
No, I'm not with Isanti Gun Club.
Oh, you're not, but they're our sponsor for the lake, though.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not using any guns out
And who are you? Are with Teen Challenge, though?
I am with Lakeside Academy.
Lakeside Academy. Tell us a little bit about that.
Lakeside Academy is located in Buffalo, Minnesota. We help teen boys who we help them gain freedom from addiction and other life-controlling issues by addressing their physical, emotional, and spiritual needs.
That's awesome that you do that. And you're out here on Medicine Lake now. Are you guys catching some fish?
I haven't checked on the boys yet, but I'm going to do that next, so I'm going to find out.
You got to tell you, they've got to do some catching up. Briggs Lake, we couldn't get their audio working, but they've got 50 some inches, and you got to do some catching up there.
Yes, I heard that.
Yeah. So, are you fishing out there today or not?
I am not. I'm just supervising.
You're supervising. Does it take a lot of supervision out there? You got some of these people from Fishing for Life and all these guides out there. It is kind of a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It's a beautiful day. It's a pleasure to be out here.
Well, Wendy, why did you get involved with Teen Challenge and the Lakeside Academy? What makes you tick?
I have a passion for people, for helping people, especially people who are struggling. And Lakeside Academy just provides a wonderful opportunity to come alongside young boys who need some help.
Yeah, and are you finding that the boys right now need a lot of help because they've got no place to turn right now?
They do. I mean, especially now with the pandemic, we're just grateful that they live on site and we can provide opportunities like this. So thank you to Fishing for Life. We love the opportunity to involve the boys in the community with relationships with positive people. And this is a real blessing that they get to do this. Some of the boys that we have with us today have never fished before. So they're learning a new healthy activity.
Boy, isn't that the truth? The outdoors is always what ails you. The outdoors will take care of you.
Amen.
Especially if you take care of the outdoors. It's kind of a win-win in that sort of a thing. But all these boys, when they come to you, is this a free program for them?
So we have a program. We do have costs that we need to have covered. We do have opportunities for scholarships and financial aid so that we never want to turn away a family in need because of financial reasons. So we have different opportunities.
Well, we really appreciate what you're doing, and I think you better have those boys show you how to go fishing. Get out there. They need some help right now. They got to catch up to Briggs Lake here and make this a real contest out there because life's a challenge, life's a contest, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But as long as you have family and friends to take care of you, I think it's probably it's a win-win for everybody.
Yes.
Well, Wendy, if people want to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
So the best way is that you can learn more about us on our website at boysteenchallenge.mntc.org. Another way is to call us. Our phone number is 844-768-TEEN.
Thank you so much, Wendy Haas. Thank you. And go catch some fish. Set the hook on one for me, will ya?
I will do. Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome. And that Medicine Lake 2 is brought to you by the Isanti Gun Club. And they have been a part of this for a long, long time, and we appreciate everything that they do.
Looks like we might have Briggs Lake in.
Look at that. That's Briggs Lake. That must be Katie. That's not Dusty, is it?
No. How about now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Oh, we just did Verizon to help.
Hold on. We actually are weighing one and measuring one right now.
Oh, awesome. This is live. We got fish being weighed in, Actually, we're looking for the lake. And if they got another fish, you guys are leading the way with the total interest. Holy cow. What have we got, Katie? Can you tell us? There it is. Another crappie.
Are we live?
We are live now, yeah.
You're live. No 4-letter words.
All clean here.
All clean here.
Yeah.
So you are catching so many fish. What's going on?
We have a wide variety of people here, and it's pretty amazing. We have a couple different groups, and we are spread out across this part of the lake, and it's just really awesome to see all these people out here.
Well, you're catching a lot of fish. Aren't you going to share your secret?
Yeah, we'll show you, secret. Look here. Oh, we use
Oh, look, there's another one. Oh.
We use live bait here.
Yeah.
And the presence of, yeah.
Your phone just went dead.
Oh, goodness.
Are you kidding me? His phone just went dead.
Hey,
Hold
look
on.
at there.
Chelsea, I can't fix your
Hey,
phone.
did you get? Nice job.
No way.
Yeah, you're kind of blipping in and out here, but you guys are the leaders out there. And of course, I'm going to want to know about where Briggs Lake is.
Oh, Briggs Lake. Okay. Briggs Lake is, Dusty, they want to know where Briggs Lake is. We are kind of between
Just
St.
east of
Cloud and
St.
Decker. His phone just
We just got another perch. Some more inches coming on the board.
Oh my God.
No excitement going on there, though.
We're having fun. We can't see anything on our phone. But
No, the phone's red. The phone's dead. But no, we are doing great. We are super excited here because we have the holes for heroes. We also have some adult and teen challenge people here, and we also have the Blaine group.
The Blaine Church group.
Yeah.
I mean, it's with a bunch of kids, and we're feeding everybody. I think it's the food. We're keeping them happy and full, and donuts, and Susie's in the kitchen.
Yep.
Hot chocolate and coffee and sweets, and it's been a great day. So
Can you send me a hot chocolate? The sun just kind of went behind the clouds.
Yeah, no kidding, right? We got
Yeah,
a fire.
but-
We got a bonfire.
yeah, we can spend it. Expect that.
Well, you guys are right now. If you can see me, I'm going to show you. This is what you are in line for right now, with the most interest. Look at that.
His
Look
phone
at
went
that.
dead and mine had a problem. Okay, how about now?
There it is. Anyway, you got a great chance at winning that great I want to say FLW, but it's not FL. It's not fishing or WWE. It's a Fishing for Life All-Star Wrestling belt. So hopefully you'll get to keep that for a year.
Well,
That would be great.
I was hoping we would get these both.
But you better keep fishing. That's one thing. Your lake is brought to you by the HT Enterprises, and they are a leader in ice fishing gear. We appreciate that. And Briggs Lake, that's up north there, and Dusty and all the people up there. We appreciate what you're doing and taking care of all the people on lake. But I don't think it's the food. I got to tell you, I think it's the fishing. The fishing will always keep you excited.
Yeah. Okay.
All righty, that's Briggs Lake and Dusty. We had a little bit of a bad connection there, and Katie Meyer and Dusty Wright up there. Briggs Lake brought to you by HT Enterprises, but you can see they're catching a lot of fish up there. They're leading the way with over 50 inches, although we just heard that big walleye was taken up on Mille Lacs, so they just caught up in a hurry. It doesn't take much, and if they get a pike, they could probably catch up even a little faster, but that's a different tournament up there. So here, talk about a few more sponsors here. We've talked about Aspire. Clam is part of it here right now. Fractional Toys, Fishing for Life, of course. Aquaview, Colt Ringer, appreciate that. Cheney Carpets, Inc., Stevens Construction, Lake Commandos, and you'll find out a little bit more about them in a little bit. Mad Dog, Ice Rods, Eskimo Ion, HT, as you see there, Luther, and we got John Hirsch's Cambridge dealership up there. Always Drains, Isanti County Gun Club, as we talked about, and Sportsman's Club, Snelling Heating, Cooling, and Electric. We can bring a little heating out here right now. Patriot Converting, and Ripalip, which I just love saying. But our premier sponsor being just awesome right now, Hoffman Weber They are construction. We appreciate them. We're having a hard time getting connected up with them, but we can't give them enough shout outs because they've done an awesome job being the presenter here, and they've got a huge group of people up on Mille Lacs right now, and it sounds like they're finally catching some fish up there. So that was, as a matter of fact, Lake Commando is coming up here pretty quick, very shortly.
Stand by for a commercial break.
And why don't we do that right now? It's Lake Commando.
I love fishing new water. The challenge is always the same. Find fish, here he comes. Trigger strikes. Ooh, that's a big fish. But what I really love is beating the other guy. I got a fish. This is Lake Commandos.
Oh boy, it's hot and heavy here. We just heard of a big fish taken on Medicine Lake here. We're going to get a few more details on it, but rumor has it it's a 30-inch pike, which wow, that's going to jump that team right up into it. Briggs, you better start getting nervous again with only over 50 inches. They could make it really challenging right here on Medicine. We've always caught a lot of nice fish here. Always caught a lot of nice fish on Medicine. Oh, and the crappies here. Oh, man, yeah. Catch and release into the grease, and nothing like a good 9-10 inch crappie. That's one of my favorites. But Lake Commandos, great fishing. Steve Panaz is the owner and operator of that, and Steve has been a big promoter of Fishing for Life. We appreciate that. He's been an outdoorsman. He's been just a giver of the outdoors to tons and tons of people. He knows everybody in the industry, and just a real class act. So if you get a chance to learn a little bit about a lake, because when they go to a lake, they don't know much about it. They fish new lakes, and they will teach you how to be a better angler out there. Lake Commandos, check them out. And Steve Panaz, thank you for being a big sponsor again about this great event that we've got going on out here. We've got fish being caught. Everybody's caught fish, and we've got some great prizes like you see here in front of us, and that's brought to you a lot of it by the Minnesota Elks Veteran Services, that Ion that we're going to be giving away to one of the people who passed around the notes about how to get involved with this event, and many of the prizes that Mr. Heater that they've got there, and that Fraybill aerator, which is awesome. I happen to have one of them. They are just outstanding, keeping your bait live, so that you don't have to throw it away, but you do have to remember to change the water when you change lakes. Very important there. But Minnesota Elks, been a part of this for a long time. We thank them so much. They're just a class organization. Learn a little bit about them. They're not just Elks Club. You think of maybe the Flintstones and what they're part of their foundation. No. They do a lot of great work in the community. So check the Elks out for sure.
You want to stand by for an Elks commercial?
Okay, well, why don't we do that? Let's talk a little bit more about the Elks. Wow.
Yeah, that didn't faze him a bit. He was patient too. He was laying there watching it. Well, out comes the fish. I don't know if he's on the leaderboard yet. I don't know if I was looking at that and thinking of Lord of the Rings. Reaching out, grabbing a fish real quick. Yeah. So, much cuter than Gollum, but yeah, absolutely.
There it is, MinnesotaElks.org. Get involved. They do. Sarah.
Hey, Mike. I have Troy from Mille Lacs on the line, so I'm going to try to have him talk through my computer here so you can hear him. Go ahead, Troy.
Hey, Mike, how are we doing?
We're doing. How are you doing?
you know what? We're staying warm, and you know, we're working hard. And there's a lot of fish, marking a lot of fish. You know, we're just kind of taking our time. We're pacing ourselves.
Oh, right. Whoa, good one. Good one. That's Troy Sonnenfeld. He's the chairman of the board for Fishing for Life. Troy, how are you? What in the world possessed you to get involved with this wild and crazy group?
You know what? There's a point in my life where it's timing, you know, and you know, and I think the Lord had a lot to do with it that brought me to Fishing for Life years ago, many years, like 15, 16 years ago when we started. And, you know, I love to fish and to teach kids, and a passion to teach kids and take them out fishing, and veterans. I just have a place in my heart for that. I love to do it. The Lord has blessed me with a passion and the equipment to do that. And it fits right in with Fishing for Life. And, you know, getting along with what we do, and, you know, kind of our values, our mission statement, and, you know, all the people and volunteers that are in Fishing for Life. It's just been a blessing for me to be part of.
Well, being chairman of the board, I mean, you have to keep Tom Goodrich in check, though, don't you? I don't see him right now. I'm safe.
You know, that's a full-time job in itself. But you know what? Tom does a good job. Tom is an amazing board chair. I mean, a board executive director. You know, he is really, with his vision and everything that he has done for this organization, especially with the times last year, the 2020 we had. There was so much uncertainty with Fishing for Life, and are we able to do our programming and with the kids and stay engaged and keep everybody engaged? And Tom and our staff came through and just nailed it out of the park, and really, you know, with the different ideas, changing with the times, adapting, going virtual, and kept this ministry going, and really flourished, you know, in 2020.
Well, Troy, just real quickly, go through just the different programs that that Fishing for Life is involved with.
Well, we got eight core programs. We have our Deep Seas Men's Ministry, which is a group of men that, you know, like most of us are volunteers throughout the year with Fishing for Life, and we meet once a month. We have an east, west, south, north group, and we just go to the group by our homes and meet once a month. And we have, and then we go on outings. We have a winter outing coming up next weekend, fall outing, and it's just, you know, Christian men that love the Lord and love to fish and love to teach, you know, kids and serve. And we have our High Seas, which is our kids program, where we take kids on our week-long camps, where we take them to a lake up in northern Minnesota or around Minnesota, and we take them fishing. And we do some ministry work with them at these camps. And we have Vaughn, our camp director, has just put together an amazing curriculum, a book that we follow. And we like to call it the camp that goes home with the kids, you know, because we want these kids not to just come to our camps and then come home and forget about it. You know, we have a book of memories and that they can keep reflecting on it, and we try to stay in contact with them, you know, to stay part, you know, of their lives, and that they're doing okay. And then we have our military or R&R, which is part of this program here, you know, where we do a lot with veterans and veterans' families. Our Next Gen is another one where we go with military kids and kids that maybe need, you know, a mentor, and we get the kids and we put them together within mentorship. And, you know, where we want them to do like 12 events or get-togethers with them throughout the year. And, you know, just build relationships. I mean, Fishing for Life is about building relationships.
And that's how I met you, Troy, and through Fishing for Life and working with Governor's Fishing Openers and working with military people on the ice and on the water. It's a great organization to be a part of. And if somebody wants to get involved, how do they get involved?
They just can simply go to our website. We got all our information on our website, fishingforlife.org.
Go to our website, check us out. We got phone numbers. We got sign up where you can sign up and volunteer. Don't think. I don't want people like think, well, I'm not going to do that because they're going to bug me. We will reach out to you, but it's not like we're going to sit there and call you every other week and bug you. We want you to come and serve because we want you to have a servant's heart, and serve. But if it just doesn't work out for you, don't worry. We're not going to bug you. But sign up. Come and get to know us. Come to one of our events. Talk to us. It's an amazing organization. We have amazing kids, that we serve and veterans and, to see how that helps them and to see the joy in their eyes when they come out to events like this. I mean, they're so appreciative.
Well, thank you so much, Troy. Troy Sonnenfeld from Fishing for Life, chairman of the board. This is brought to you by Hoffman Weber Construction. Thank you so much. We've got a lot of more lakes to check in with, and we have big fish board that Sara just put up. I think I have to have my other glasses with me to read there. Oh, there we go. Briggs Lake still lead. 65 pounds.
Yeah.
But it's unverified.
Inches there, Mike.
What did I say? Pounds. Well, it could be probably. Well, it probably equates to 65 pounds. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. But anyway, there's some big fish being caught out there right now. Everybody's on the board, which is excellent. Now this is for the Fishing for Life Holes for Heroes. This is a totally separate tournament, and the sponsor or the lake captain ends up with that FFL. I finally got it right. FFL. Got too many acronyms like we talked about earlier. Their WWE fishing belt that they get to be proud of for at least a year anyway. But there's also the virtual tournament going on, and that's being worked through Fish Donkey. That was a $25 to get involved with that, and you can still get involved. Or can you? That goes till
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. It's over.
Wait, the last time was 3 o'clock to enter.
That was for the Fish Donkey for $25. But we've got from 1 till 4 o'clock. We have our live event that we had organizations like we've been talking to, the Fishing for Life, the Minnesota Teen Challenge, there's Elks people out here. There's so many people that the Deep Sea, the boys challenges, and there's veterans left and right out here. And there goes a couple of cross-country skiers. They're not involved, but they're enjoying what we're doing out here right now because we're taking care of some of the underserved organizations out there.
Mike, we got a check-in from Mark.
Mark.
Hi, Mike.
Mark, are you making a mark out there?
Yes, sir.
Mark
We're catching a lot of perch. We're catching a lot of perch.
Mark Gregory, he's with Amigos and North Heights Church, brought to you by Stevens Construction out there. Mark, are you having a good time?
Yeah, I'm running around a lot. We hit a school of small perch, and now I'm running around taking a lot of pictures.
Well, see, how are you on your total inches so far?
Oh, I have no idea. They're all small perch, but we've got a lot of little kids here. So that's really fun for them to catch fish and release.
So tell us a little bit about from the North Heights Church. What do you do to get kids involved in the outdoors or just be better kids?
Yeah, well, we have Amigos group. This Amigos group, before the COVID, we would meet every Thursday. We would feed them a dinner, them and their family, and then we would go ahead and have a short worship time, and then a short devotional time, and then we'd have a discussion time, and then we'd have a sports time, like playing basketball with the teenagers is what I was assigned to. So that was fun because we got these kids all engaged in coming to our church and being fed. Currently, with COVID, we've had to stop that activity, but we have ramped up going to Cub Food, getting the excess food from them and going and delivering that every Thursday morning. We also have had Saturday of service where we've gone into this mobile home area and we've repaired mobile homes. So it's been a real fun time of engaging with those who are less fortunate. And a lot of these families are what should we say? The trailers are full of multiple different families with different types of family situations. And so it's good for them to have this opportunity. And my friend Chris is here with me. And Chris,
Mike. Hey, Chris.
And the kids have been doing a lot of fun. But this is part of the outreach that we do at North Heights and Lutheran Church in Arden Hills and Roseville. We have 2 campuses, and we serve these families every week with food or engage them in outdoor movies and other types of activities.
Now, well, since you got Chris there, Chris, why I've known you guys for a long time. Why do you get involved? Why do you do this? What's in it for you?
What's in it for you, Chris?
Everything is going well.
But what's in it for you?
The Lord has blessed us with a beautiful day, 4 hubs, and lots of young kids that are catching fish, and to see their smiles. This is what Fishing for Life is all about. Serving the kids, telling them about Jesus, and loving God.
And it doesn't hurt to have the s'mores and the open fire, and it doesn't hurt to have all the candy and all the different food. One of the ladies who is a guest brought her 3 children, and she brought tamales. So we're eating tamales out here on the lake.
For
So
the
that was
amigos,
kind of fun.
that's great. That's Mark Gregory, Northern Heights, the church, and their amigos group. We appreciate so much what you guys are doing out there, and all the volunteers. It takes a village. In this case, it takes a church and a village to get her done out there. And you're catching fish, and you get the smiles in the faces. There's the reward.
Amen. And we praise God about it. Thank God. And if we don't catch anything, we praise Him anyway.
That's cool. Anyway, thanks so much, and we'll check in. You're like, hey, go catch. Let's see. I'm going to challenge you to catch something besides the perch.
Yeah, no kidding. Thank you, guys.
But you're catching fish, and that's the important part, and that's what's all about when you have kids out there. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah. Have a good day.
That's my favorite lake name, Wasso. I just love saying that. Stevens Construction, and it's the Amigos and North Heights Church there with Mark Gregory. Thank you so much for getting involved here again. Great people that are out there. So much fun. You just can't imagine. And it's not, kids, sometimes parents get a little bit too involved with stuff. You just need to get them catching fish, whether it's perch. Look at how happy those guys were. They're not looking at trophies like that. We had somebody lose a small northern pike, MJ on one of the lakes. Did you see the smile on his face? That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
How about another lake check-in? We've got Adam standing by. Adam
Anderson out of the Nisswa area. Adam, are you catching any fish up there?
Yeah. Some small crappies and sunfish so far.
Good. Who have you got out there for people fishing?
I got 14 clients out here.
Excellent. You're a client. So are you with Minnesota Teen Challenge then?
I am.
You are. So you got. Tell us a little bit about what you're helping provide those people.
We help with addiction and sorry, a little cold out here. Addiction and drug abuse facility. A little bit. It's a little windy out here. We're fishing on the lake.
Now let's put
no
it this
shelters
way.
Today.
How about the last 2 weekends? Would you rather be out there this weekend or the last 2 weekends?
Oh, absolutely today. No, it's not too bad. It's breezy once in a while, but it's definitely manageable. It's for a good cause.
If you dress for it, now you have to. I know I've worked with a lot of organizations and taking kids and families out. A lot of times they don't dress right. Did you help your clients dress properly?
Most of them are. Some are a little bit underdressed, but they're making do. They're definitely troopers.
You got to be a tough Minnesotan to be out here. We've seen people. We had an inductee that was in a plaid shirt. That was about it, and pants and tennis shoes, and that was made for a little bit of cold day. But I see you've got your favorite fishing hat on.
Oh, absolutely. I don't leave home without it.
Now, are you fishing too out there? What's your technique that's been working the best?
Jigging, honestly. Jigging with grubworms or minnows.
Okay, I know you're on
So
a
that's
secret
been,
lake, but can you give us an idea of what lake you're on?
Nisswa.
Nisswa. Nisswa Lake or Nisswa the town?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We're on Nisswa Lake.
Oh, okay. It's a great area. Now, the Brainerd area is known for, the great fishing, but it's also known for the Lindner and Lindner media up there. Did you get a chance to work with them at all?
I have not yet.
They're a fantastic group, and they've been a big backer of Fishing for Life at their banquets. And usually, either Al or one of the other sons have been out helping taking people out and raising money. But speaking of raising money, how are you guys raising money to make sure that these people that you've got out there aren't paying much to get in?
We do fundraisers and then a lot of donations.
And if somebody were wanting to donate to the Brainerd area, how would they do that?
So they would contact Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge, and then they can speak with either Sam or Eric or one of the other staff that are there.
So in other words, they don't trust you with the money.
I honestly, a lot of it is I work part-time there, so I am just an on-call staff. So like today was my day off, and they had asked me if I wanted to come, and anytime I can get out on the lake, I'm there.
That's awesome. We appreciate that. And how many volunteers do you have out there?
We have 2 guides that are out here with us, and then then I'm the staff, and then 15 15 guys. So it's been fun.
Well, we appreciate you coming in on your day off and catching some fish. You got some catching up to do with some of the other lakes right now, so I better let you get back at it. But thank you, Adam, so much for what you're doing out there, and just kick some fin out there, will you?
Oh, absolutely. Thanks a lot.
All righty. That's Adam Anderson, Minnesota Teen Challenge out of the Brainerd area. He's on the Nisswa Lake. Great fishing area. They've got 200 plus lakes within like 10 miles. It's some ridiculous amount, and they're catching fish, and that's what it's all about, putting smiles on people's faces and helping them get through some tough times. And that's what a lot of these organizations that we've got right now are doing, and we appreciate it. But they couldn't do it without the sponsors we have. And I tell you what, we've got another one coming up. There it is, Clam Outdoors. Matter of fact, I have one of their hats on right now. My ears are nice and toasty. I can still hear everything that's going on. They have Dave Gentz, who is the grandfather of ice fishing, that literally invented these pullovers. They've invented their hats and clothing are beyond reproach. Their ice fishing jigs and everything else. You got to go check them out. Clam Outdoors. They make our event great here, and they make your fishing all the time spectacular.
Stand by for a commercial break.
Here's our
40 years ago, Dave Gens had an idea that would change the sport of ice fishing. The Fish Trap Flip Over Portable Ice Shelter, providing protection as well as mobility to anglers. Today, the concept remains, but the original clamfish trap has evolved, made with premium thermal fabrics, heavy-duty tubs, and easy-to-use pole systems. After 40 years, there's still only one original fish trap. Watch the full story at clamoutdoors.com.
Clam Outdoors. They're just an awesome organization, and you can't say enough about them, along with all of our sponsors right now. They do a great job. Matter of fact, I'll talk about a few more of the sponsors right now. And HT Enterprises, Aquaview, and Colt Ringer been awesome. Dick's Sporting Goods, of course, Fishing for Life, Eskimo, Minnesota Elks. We've talked about them. But we talk about IB Insurance Brokers, the Luther White Bear Subaru and Collision and Glass, Sterling Trophy that provide us our WWE type fishing belt, Salem Broadcasting and Bob 106 and AM 1280, Patriot Converting, Lano Equipment. And I also got a call out here too for Vados Bait and Tackle. They have been a huge help providing many of the lakes that we have out here with the minnows and Eurolarvae and stuff that are needed, and Hardy's Bait and Tackle over here, along with Frankie's Bait and Tackle up there in the Chisago area. all three of them class organizations, and they really do a great job of getting people on lake. And if you need a little answer on where to go fishing, they'll give it to you. Hey, it's more important that they want to see whoever takes care of them, that they will take care of them and show you where the best fishing might be on the lake. And you can also do that in an ice castle. I've got two of them on either side of me here right now. They're big supporters of ice fishing and Fishing for Life. As a matter of fact, they have a yearly tournament out on Big Stone that I've been lucky enough to be the MC for. They did cancel it this year because of COVID, but we're going to be back next year bigger and stronger. Ice castles. Matter of fact, if you want one, you're going to have a hard time finding one. They're sold out almost every place that you go to right now. But you might want to check with the Dive Guys. They're another great organization that give time. Twin Cities Muskies Inc. has been a big supporter of Fishing for Life for a long time, along with Thorn Brothers. They have lots of fishing tackle, that just a ton of it that, they're known for their musky stuff, and so you might want to check them out for anything musky oriented. And there's a couple of high school fishing teams that have been out here helping across the state here. Now that's been a new organization, much like the shooting sports right now. They're doing a great job getting kids involved in the outdoors, whether it be fishing or whether it be shooting. We got a fish that just came in. Oh my, that is called a largemouth bass. Wow. Coming right behind me would be good when you get a second. Coming right behind me. Look at this bass. Look at that. And he's not even holding his arms out very far. So that's a good size. I'm guessing 3.5 pounds, maybe. We're going to get a measurement on here in just a second, but that's a largemouth bass. And that's good. Oh, and Santa showed up here too. Awesome, Santa. Good to see you again, man. I'm doing good, and it looks like you're doing great. I tell you never know who's going to stop in here. We had Miss Minnesota. Now we have Santa. And now you got the cold front here, and it's a big fish. And I've also want to talk about Catherine Kuiper. She sang our national anthem today. Mad Duck, Midwest Extreme Outdoors, another great mentoring organization out there. All the fishing guides that are helping put this on right now. And Santa's here. Home Depot, we've got fishing buckets all over the place from them. We've got Highway Credit Union, TCF Bank, Fraybill, Infra Sports, Game Day Envy, and all the armed forces personnel that are out here. James Hardy Siding has been a big help. Jim's Electric, Michelle Church, who's out there at Mouse Media. She's keeping me online right now, or at least trying to. Then we got Fish Donkey, who's the app that's putting all this fish together, so that we've got a contest that is up and up. Nextera Communications and Split Rock Coffee. Okay, I don't drink coffee, but we've got a veteran that donated all kinds of coffee here today.
Hey, Mike, we got another check-in from George, the Hospitality House.
Oh, George Rowley. I don't know, is he on the ice? Oh, he doesn't look like he's on the ice, or he's dressed too warm. George, how you doing?
Yeah, I have a really nice fish house here today.
Oh, yeah, a real big one?
Yeah, we didn't get out on the ice because we had too many basketball players, but we still wanted to bless Fishing for Life. So,
well, George, thanks so much for coming on here with George Rowley, the Hospitality House. Now, a lot of people may not know what that's all about. Can you explain what's going on?
Yes, it's a Christian youth organization in North Minneapolis where we work with kids and families from all over the north side, just trying to help them get to know the love of Christ.
Do they know about anything about the love of fishing at all, though? Is that one thing that you tried to get them out on?
Oh, yeah. We've had a number of our kids participate in a lot of your fishing events over the many, many years we've been involved. And just today, we weren't able to get many kids out, but some of the kids love to fish. Some of the kids love to go to camp, and Fishing for Life has been a big part of that.
That's awesome. So I'm not really too familiar with it. How could, if I have somebody new and I see that you guys are doing great work, how could I get involved with the Hospitality House?
Well, probably the best way is to go to our website. We have volunteer applications. We have volunteer descriptions on our website. We need tutors. We have an after-school program where we need tutors to work with our kids. We have a lot of sporting events that we need coaches for. We need mentors for our kids. So check out our website. It's at hhyd.org.
Okay, George, I got to ask you, what's your favorite kind of fish to catch?
Oh, I like walleye.
Is that because they fight so well or they taste so good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. They taste really good. I like walleye. So
they're pretty tough to beat, but I tell you what, do you have a favorite technique that you want to share with the hospitality house, or do you have to be sworn to secrecy?
Well, we've worked with Fishing for Life for, I don't know, many years, probably 10 years or so, and the kids like catching all kinds of fish. The kids just love, they go out to Minnetonka and catch sunfish, or they'll catch crappies or whatever. I like using leeches and just kind of bouncing them along the bottom.
Yeah, when you're teaching kids, you really don't have to catch the big one, so to speak.
No.
It's more important that they stay busy, and whether it be catching fish, or do you have a few games that you play with them on the ice, or shoot some baskets, or whatever it might be?
Yeah, we have a few teams. So, when we go out fishing, we try to keep them busy and try not to get hooks stuck in the wrong places. So that's always a big thing. And Fishing for Life does a nice job helping us there. Our kids love playing basketball. So if you ever want to stop by and play some one-on-one with our kids, that would be great too. They just love doing that.
Well, give us that website again, George.
It is hhyd.org. We're on the north side of Minneapolis.
Outstanding, George. Thanks so much for everything you do out there, and enjoy the rest of the day out there, because it's a nice one compared to the last 2 weeks we had.
Yeah, it looks like you guys are having a lot of fun, and thank you for all you guys do.
Oh, you're welcome. The fish are biting. There's lots of smiles out here, and I can see that means a lot to you too.
Yes, it does. So
outstanding. George Rowley from the Hospitality House. His group is out here on Medicine Lake too. People are catching fish out here. We see a real nice bass here to my left, and I have a feeling that fish is probably a little cold here right now, so it's probably going to end up in the fry pan. But catch and release into the grease is okay too. It's always okay to catch fish. Always okay to catch and eat fish, and bass, especially this time of year. It's okay. They taste great out of this cold water. If I prepared that fish for you, I bet you couldn't tell it was a largemouth bass. I've done that with people when I've caught smallmouth, and that's all we caught. And we fried up a few of them, but we released a lot more of them. Hey, they taste pretty doggone good.
Hey, Mike, how about another check-in from Andrea out on the lake?
Let's do that. Let's check out Waconia, one of my favorite all-around lakes in the state of Minnesota. We got Andrea Eichmann and the Patriot Project out there. What a great lake you got out there. Are you catching any fish?
So we're catching lots and lots of fish.
But
we gotta go look in the bucket. There's not a lot of big fish though, I don't think.
That's okay. You're catching fish though. That's the important part, isn't it?
Yeah, there's lots of them out there for sure. The guys are having a great time.
Well, you guys are brought as a sponsor by Ripalip. I didn't know if you know that, but Ripalip is a great fishing tackle, and you're part of the Patriot Project. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the People's Patriot Project is a mission that sponsors veterans and first responders, and so our initial mission is stop suicide, obviously, and we added that first responder aspect because those numbers are growing and growing, and the crossover is huge, and so that's our first mission. And from there, we have grown to supporting families and offering help and the transitional care. And we just really network with a bunch of other same-minded, like-minded businesses and nonprofits that do kind of the same thing.
That's awesome. You talk about, we're talking about COVID being such a downer. Has that been a real cause of concern for suicides?
So, and we haven't personally seen a huge jump. Yes, you're right. But I do think that in the very near future, we will see that those numbers jump a lot. Yes.
Oh, awesome. Hey, is Matt Wilkie out there at all?
There's several Matts. Do you know Matt Wilkie?
No, we are catching fish for people, and I don't know if you want to see our.
Here, we're gonna show you the bucket real quick. Look at
Oh,
that.
awesome! Look at that fish! Oh, catch and release into the grease. Outstanding.
Well, yeah, some people wanted to bring some fish home to eat too, so.
Well, now do you have a secret recipe for them?
The northerns, you pickle them. The sunnies, I mean, you can make your own batter and stuff, but anything's good.
Oh
Sunny
yeah,
cheeks, sunny cheeks, yeah.
sunny cheeks.
Yeah,
Yeah, it takes a heck of a filleter to get those out. I'll tell you.
Yeah, we get those every now and then. Yeah, that might make a healthy little meal in there.
Yeah, Waconia is a great lake out there. I fished it a lot. My second biggest bass I've ever caught came from that lake. Great muskie fishing out there. Great people out there. There's walleye fishing. I mean, it's just a great all around lake.
Yeah, it is. The guys are having fun out here. So we have like 3 Matts out here.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure which one is Matt Wilkie.
That's okay. That's okay. I just want to talk. How do people get like you? A little cold out there. The wind pick up a little bit.
It is a little bit windier than it was. Yeah, but the sun is amazing.
Oh, it feels wonderful, doesn't it? And it beats the heck out of the last 2 weekends.
Oh, for sure.
So if Andrea, if somebody wants to help you out with the Patriot Project, how do they get involved with you?
Yeah, so our first way to get in touch is through our website at www.thepeoplespatriotproject.org. And we've got all kinds of contact information on that page. Mark puts his address out there and his phone number, and we are on Facebook. And we've got this really cool thing on Sunday nights where we do a podcast, but we run it live on Facebook on Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time. And we just have guests who come share their stories, guests that have services to offer and programs to offer. And then we put a musician on every week as well. Usually they're former military, sometimes first responder as well. And so that way we've kind of reached around the country. The musicians have been amazing. But every week we're on that. So you can even connect with us like through Facebook and through Messenger as well.
That's so awesome. We really appreciate what you're doing out there on the lake and what you're doing behind the scenes. And it takes a village to help everybody out there. Oh, we got some of the volunteers back here. See, that's awesome.
The guy is here, and then here's 2 members of our Patriot Project going back there.
Okay, on 3, I want to yell out Patriot Project. 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready? 1,
Can they
2,
hear me?
3.
1, 2, 3.
People's Patriot.
Oh no! Man down, phone down. We just lost Andrea Eichmann. We just lost the phone in the snow. Hopefully it wasn't down one of the fishing holes. But thank you so much, Andrea Eichmann, Patriot Project. And they're brought to you by Ripple. And I think Mac Wilkie was out there. He's with the dive guys. I just want to check in with him. He's also got a bunch of great mentors out there. So we thank him for getting involved. And I see Briggs Lake. They're still leading with 65 inches. Briggs is hot. And we got Big Marine behind there with 28. And we got Cedar Lake at 18.5. The Lake Nisswa at 18. Lake Fanny at 1775. Minnetonka at 17. White Bear Lake at 15. Boy, second place is tough. I tell you what, it's going to be tight. And some of these, the winners on these are going to be, boy, it's going to be amazing. Waconia looks like they have a lot of little ones there, but Sara, what's going on here with Waconia?
I know, right? We got a lot of people in here making noise. Look,
okay.
I got Steven and Tom making noise in my background, so
well,
I'm a little distracted.
They always want to make it tougher on us, don't they?
I know.
How about all these prizes that we're giving away? We got prizes for prizes out here, Tom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh-huh. You know that we're on radio, so you have to do something more than nod, right?
Okay.
Thanks a lot. He's making my life miserable. I can see that right now. But that was Waconia again, Ripple Lip and the Patriot Project with Andrea. That was awesome. We have our fish updates, and you tell you the ones the virtual contest that's going on. That's going to take 24 to 48 hours, and that's going on till 4 o'clock today. Now we also have the Holes for Heroes, which is also going on till 4 o'clock. And we're giving prizes away for the military and the special guests that we have on the 11 different lakes that we have going today. And we did have 2 other lakes earlier on Lake Minnetonka and Fanny Lake that weren't able to transfer over to this day. And, you know, I've got to say, hats off to all the volunteers here today. Oh, my God. On all the different, we had 14 different, we were up to 20 some lakes. And of course, logistics with this COVID and logistics with 25 to 50 below wind chills and stuff, and having to get people to switch. And Sara and all the people, and Michelle in the behind the scenes here have done a great job, along with Greg Scott. This has been reasonably flawless. I mean, we almost had a phone go down the ice hole, but other than that, Mille Lacs has been a little tough to get a hold of, but we will hopefully maybe try to hook up with them, pun intended, hook up with them one more time up there. But the prizes have been spectacular, and we're going to probably check in with White Bear one more time.
Yep, we've got Aaron standing by at White Bear, actually.
And it's 3:32 official time right now, and let's talk with Aaron Patterson. They're brought to you by Cheney Carpets, and they're on White Bear Lake. Aaron Patterson. Aaron, how's it going? You got some Boy Scouts out there?
What's that?
You got some Boy Scouts fishing with you out there?
Yeah, we've got some Boy Scouts here. We've got part of Pack 379 from St. Louis Park here.
You brought them all the way over from St. Louis Park over to
Hey, that's the draw, you know.
Yeah, oh, the White Bear and the White. Are you catching fish out there at all, Aaron?
We're catching a few fish. Yeah. We've got some 8 and 9 inch crappies and bluegills in this area here. So,
are you catching a cold at all? You look cold, man.
I am a little bit cold. Sun's just starting to peek out again, though. So maybe that'll help again.
Yeah, peeking out over here too. Somebody's looking down upon us for that one, but it really helps for that sun's out. It's heating things up. In fact, I think the next couple of days we're going to be hitting 40s, and maybe we couldn't delay it one more day where we had a 40-degree day.
Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah, it is. Well, Aaron, are you with the Boy Scout troop?
I am. I've got MJ here. He's the one who caught the biggest fish, but he
I'm putting this
couldn't quite get it landed.
See, now anybody can catch a big fish. It takes a real angler to catch the small one.
Yeah. I'll show him that one.
There he is. He caught release. We call that a long distance release, though, MJ. That one that you had on earlier. So
MJ and Elliot here cleaning out their holes and getting ready to drop in again.
Are they Boy Scouts?
They are. Everybody here is a Cub Scout.
So to join, what does Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts bring to these youth right now? What's in it for them?
What is in it for you? Are you having fun?
The fun.
Yeah.
The fun.
And the fact that I get to bring any fish that I catch home and cook.
Oh, do you know how to clean them?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Well, that's kind of.
And what's the most important job in cleaning fish?
Make sure I don't know actually.
You got any tips?
I have a tip. Your knife has to be sharp, and you want to make sure that you count all 10 fingers before you start and after you start.
Yeah. Well, these guys got their whittling chips, so they know their knife safety already. So that's
there we go. So knife safety is important.
Yes, indeed.
Who you got behind you there in the blue jacket?
Oscar.
We got Oscar here too.
Oscar, is it Oscar Meyer?
No.
No. Do you hear that a lot?
Yeah. No.
No, you don't. I was always kidded as a kid. You always have to roll with the punches, right, Oscar?
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, and catch fish. That's important.
There's a nice fishing. And
Hey, there's somebody that wants to say hi to you behind me.
What?
Right.
Look at that guy.
Who is that? All the way from the North Pole, and it's Santa Claus.
Santa!
Holy cow! Wait, what lake are you on, Mike?
We're on Medicine Lake.
Oh, well, that's close to home. We should have stayed close to home. Maybe we could get him to come back to our place.
It's not Santa Claus.
Oh, it's one of his helpers, maybe.
Maybe. Sure looks like him to me.
That looks like him to me. If my beard was longer,
Yeah.
I don't know. It takes a special person to be a Santa Claus.
Yeah.
It does. So what? You're a Boy Scout leader, or do you have a specific title?
I'm just dad, man.
You're just a dad.
Yeah.
What's in it for the dads when they
I'm getting bites.
when they be a part of all the kids?
We get to spend some extra time doing fun stuff with the kids. I think there's some good quality time to be spent, right?
They're nibbling right
Yep.
Oh, you got a nibble?
You got a nibble?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
It's exciting. We hate to catch one on air, right?
That would be awesome. Don't drop your phone down there, though.
Yeah.
We just almost lost the phone in the snow here a few minutes ago.
I'll show you how big the fish might be.
But MJ is a real angler. I can tell he's excited to catch fish.
He is super excited to catch fish.
And isn't that the important part? Is for them to have the smile at the end of the day and the memories that you're creating out there today.
Absolutely, it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch.
That's what it's all about.
Good at cleaning the slush out of the ice holes too.
Oh, he's got a job for life now.
Yeah, right. He can go
We're
around to
fishing for
all
life.
50 holes here or something. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. How many kids have you got out there then?
Well, for Boy Scouts here, there's there's five Boy Scouts, and then there's a couple of other folks that are in our group as well from some other areas. So
That's awesome. Well, thanks so much, Aaron, for helping out to these kids and the families out there, and get out there and catch some fish yourself, and maybe you can catch the big one.
Hey, that sounds awesome. Thanks for the opportunity here. It's been a great day to be out here on the ice. We're glad it isn't like last week, or that's for sure.
Boy, you got that right. But I tell you, when that sun goes away, I can see the puffy clouds behind you.
Yeah.
And I live in White Bear, so I'm kind of glad I'm here on Medicine right now, because the sun is at full tilt out here.
Yeah.
Well, we'll send it your way.
That sounds good. We're hoping to snag a couple of more fish here before 4 o'clock. So
that would be awesome. Thanks, Aaron. Again, say hi to all the guys and gals for me.
All right. Hey, thanks so much.
Take care. That's Aaron Patterson from the Boy Scout troop over there. And Cheney Carpets is the sponsor over there. And they're on White Bear. Oh, there's another phone down. Hopefully luckily there's no hole over there. It's a good thing. Oh boy, what a day out here today. I tell you, this time has been flying today, just flying. And right now the official time is 3:38, so we don't have that much time. And there it is, our sponsor, HT Enterprises. They supply just a ton of the product that we're giving away here today. HT, I've known the group here for a long time, and they were an awesome sponsor, along with Hoffman Weber Construction. Holes for Heroes on 11 different lakes today. Let's see, 13 and 14 all together. It's just been a special day, and it looks like Sarah's got a big wall. I think that's a walleye.
This was not taken today, just so you know, but this is Carson Hamill. He's on Mille Lacs Lake right now. They're just having a real bad connection issue out there, so we have him on the phone so you can talk to him, Mike.
Oh, great. Carson, good to meet you again.
Yeah, you too, Mike. How's it going there?
Well, we're catching fish. We caught somebody caught a real nice, I'll say 3.5 pound largemouth bass. Can you beat that at all?
Oh, I don't know about that. If anything, I know there's some good smallies in this lake here, good walleyes, but man, it's been tough this weekend. Probably one of the hardest weekends for me as an angler out here. Mark's probably upwards of 50 to 60 fish this weekend total, and I still have yet to get any on the ice. Not even counting during the tournament, just the whole weekend. I came up here Thursday night after school, been bombing around the lake in my portable rig, my 4-wheeler and my otter flip over, and I still have yet to get anything on the ice.
Well, that's what happens sometimes with fishing. It's not all catching. But one of the things I've had problems with this year, and I'm sure a lot of our anglers, and you are right now, is that you'll mark them on the locator and you just can't get them to bite. What do you do? I mean, you only have a short time period here to catch some fish. What do you do with Hamill Outdoors to teach people? What do they have to do at this point in time of the day to catch a fish?
Well, yes, sir. So when I go out to a new lake, you're looking for them steam drop-offs. You're looking for structure. You're looking just to try to think where them fish are going to be, I mean, out in a big body of water such as Mille Lacs I'm sitting on right now, I'm sitting about 34 foot of water. It was about...
Oh, we lost him.
We kind of lost him. Hold on. Are you there, Carson?
Yep, I'm right here.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, so when you go out on a big body of water such as Mille Lacs like this, you got to look for them steep drops, structure, stuff that looks kind of out of the ordinary that you as an angler are personally going to think that, hey, fish are going to be sitting around that,
Greg? Yeah, I tell you, you're on 34 feet. Are you on one of the edge of the mud flats, or are you on the deep gravel?
Here, can you hold this?
I would say I'm out in the flats right now. It's more mud. I'm sitting on. I have a live scope here. I can tell it's a rock pile.
Sorry,
it's a real deep rock pile.
It's right here. Yep.
Well, how important is it to really, you're fishing that edge? A lot of people fish the tops of the flats or the tops of the rocks, but being on the edge, that gives you an edge, doesn't it?
It does. Personally, as an angler, this is how I look at it. So yeah, like you said, most people are going to sit on top of the ledges or on the bottom of them. If you're sitting on just your more close to the bottom there, when the fish are coming down feeding from the drop there, they're going to be more likely to be attracted to your lure or your bait that you are trying to persuade them to bite on.
Yeah, you have a YouTube website, I believe. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So my YouTube, my last name is Hamel, so I came up with the YouTube name Hamel Outdoors. I started it, I believe, it's here. I think it's the first week in January, I think, is when I uploaded my first video. It was I've always had a great passion for fishing since I was a little guy. Fishing all summer long, all winter long, just trying to catch the biggest, most fish I possibly can, trying to fish my buddy. I figured, hey, I like taking pictures of stuff, and I was like, hey, yeah, might as well start a YouTube. But my biggest factor of starting my YouTube channel was I had no idea how to edit. That's the biggest thing about making a good quality YouTube video. Not even just outdoors or fishing, just a good quality video in general. Is the big part of it is editing. You take just some rough footage and edit up, upload it to the YouTube if you want to, but the odds you get a good following and have people enjoy the watching and gonna enjoy your video are very less likely if you don't edit. So my main problem to YouTube was learn how to edit, and my uncle, he lives on the East Coast. He does a bunch of film production and stuff like that for YouTube, or not for YouTube, for movies. And yeah, so he was the one main reason that he helped me get my YouTube channel on its feet and going and edit videos. So he was a big main factor of my YouTube.
Yeah, when you whether it's YouTube videos or fishing shows or hunting shows, a lot of times that's been kind of given a misperception of how easy it is for anglers, and that really what's happening with you out there today in 3 days, where sometimes you don't get bit, sometimes you don't get the big deer, sometimes you don't catch the big bass. And it's hours and hours and hours of video for 22 minutes worth of video.
Yep.
No, because I have to have it through my screen. Yeah.
Towards the last couple, I was up here last weekend, struggled. It was cold. It was real cold last weekend.
We need to have the.
I guess maybe. I was up to catch walleyes, and it just didn't work out. So you got to think of ways to try to make a good video, or make a good quality video that people are going to want to enjoy when you want to catch it.
Yeah, for sure. I tell you, you're on my original home lake. I'm really from Malacca. I fished tournaments on that lake. It's not been known for the Dead Sea. Well, it has been the Dead Sea, and it's got a lot of other 4-letter words that they use for that lake.
Yep. Exactly. You're exactly right there, sir.
Yeah, it is one of my favorite lakes to fish because of the diversity on that lake. Vermilion's another one out there. Minnetonka. Some of these lakes that we've had today, Briggs Lake is really pumping out the fish today. They've got over 60 inches of fish. And I do believe that somebody on Mille Lacs caught a 20-pluser out there. But you never know when you're going to catch that fish. So you could still catch it. You still got time.
Yep, right now I got 2 fish on my graph here trying to coax them in to bite my jigging spoon or my dead stick, but they're still being finicky like they have been all weekend.
Well, I think we got another minute. Okay, you just talked about dead sticking. We talk about that just real briefly, will ya?
So on the Lacs here, I've had the best luck, especially catching the walleyes through the ice. So a dead stick is either some sort of a hook, bare hook. Right now I have an orange seat hook on that is a red hook. It's just a painted piece of lead on the top of it, and I have a fathead minnow that's about 1.5 inches long, just a smaller profile one, hooked to the tail. And my best luck out here is I've been jigging them in with either a jigging wrap or a jigging spoon, and the walleyes will hit the dead stick. It's basically just a bobber pole.
Guys, I tell you, there's that jigging with jigging wraps and some of that style fishing was so unknown, not about a year or two ago, but it is hot way to fish.
Oh yeah, for sure. It calls it out in the mud out here in Mille Lacs. My favorite place to fish for walleyes, especially in the winter. That the jigging wrap have the beads in them, the bounce on them hooks, and silt mud bottom, and walleye sure do love them.
Oh, that's awesome. Really appreciate that you're a part of this. This is Carson Hammer with Hamel Outdoors. I can't even talk. I think the sun's going behind the clouds here again. But how do they check out that YouTube video again?
You can go and just type in YouTube up into Google, and go into the YouTube hub. Just type in Outdoors, HAMMEL, and then Outdoors.
You got this on?
Yeah, you can check it out there, or I also do have Instagram. It's all lowercase, hamel.outdoors, and you can check me out there as well.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Carson. We'll be catching up with you again, and take care of my one of my favorite lakes of all time, Mille Lacs Lake, will you?
I will try to, sir. Indeed.
All righty.
All right, Tom.
That's Carson Hamel for Hamel Outdoors. And I'll tell you what, they're brought to you by Hoffman Weber as the main presenting sponsor up there. And unfortunately, I wish we could have gotten a hold of Brooke Henning up there. They are just an awesome bunch of people. I'm very impressed with Hoffman Weber Construction. We've got only about 10 minutes to go here. I think is it? Oh, oops, we have 13.
Yep, we'll do a quick commercial break.
Okay, let's do that.
You already know it. 2020 stunk. Hey, Mike, you couldn't go to a Twinkies game. They turned the state fair into a drive-thru, and Grandma couldn't even come to Thanksgiving. Got that work order? Thanks. But 2021 is going to be totally awesome. Matt, you're looking good. Karina, you're staring at a blank screen. There you go. Oh, I'd totally go with that one. Just like you, our team here at Hoffman Weber Construction is already prepping for a big year.
Beat Hendricks to the 3M championship.
Yeah!
Oh yeah, 2021. Barbecues, maybe do a little fishing.
Anybody got tickets? We're going all the way this year, and I'm going to a game.
Woo! Olive, chicken wing, beef stick, pickle. That's a Bloody Mary.
So get your new windows, your new siding, or your new roofing project on the books with us now. And who knows? You might just be a winner. Those are 2020 poppers. You can't cancel winner.
Oh my gosh, what a great group. They like to have fun, and that's what I have a feeling that Hoffman Weber is not just a job and not just a company. They're having fun out there. And if you can find a job in your lifetime that you can have fun at, oh boy, keep it. And I've been lucky enough to do that. I was 20 years with Gander Mountain and Holiday Sports. I got to spend 10 years with the Minnesota DNR, being a mentoring program coordinator and introducing kids and families to the outdoors. And now I'm retired and I'm still getting to have a fun time. We got Tom Goodrich here with us.
And I got Brooke right there.
Oh, we got Brooke. Oh, good. I'm glad we got Brooke on. Brooke, I miss you.
They wanted to show their image. Go for it, Brooke.
Well, I'm with Mike Sample and with Todd as well.
And Tom, I'm kind of here somewheres too.
We're all one big happy family, but we missed our family up there in Mille Lacs Lake. What's going on up there?
A whole lot of nothing.
Oh my. We just saw your commercial. It's kind of like working at Google, I think. It looks like a nice place to work. Bloody Marys, the whole deal, huh?
Is that Bloody Marys during work or after?
Do you know Medicine Lake is 1/4 inch behind Briggs Lake? And so we have people out on the water scrambling for another perch or a sunfish that can just get up a 1/2 inch. So it's getting pretty competitive in the last few minutes.
Did we lose Black?
We have won the fishing portion of this, but we won the hospitality portion.
There we go.
We can just throw that down there right now.
Is it windy?
No, it's not bad.
Okay.
Not anymore. It started out windy.
Well, I'm pretty impressed with all the lakes. I am so encouraged. Everybody showed up. Everybody is working extra hard. The vets, the kids groups. I'm just really, really encouraged by it all. Hope you guys are having a good, blessed time up there.
I think we're having the best time. We'll take that prize too. First place in that.
Well, it's funny, Mike, I'll throw this at you. About 8-9 months ago, I went and visited Mike Sample, and he said, "Oh, we just hired Brooke. She's got a heart to do a fishing tournament." So then Brooke and I met, and then, of course, COVID was in this, and we didn't know, but I think it turned out to be pretty good. I hope we kind of met the expectations of you, Brooke, and what you were thinking, and we got a pretty cool event going.
I think it exceeded expectations. We've had so much fun planning this and getting people together and trying to be creative because of COVID. It worked.
Yeah.
And a fun process.
Yep. We've got Brainerd on and up in St. Cloud and a ton of Metro Lakes and so many. Mike Kurre, you've been working overtime. Your voice has got to be going, but interview after interview. Well done to, is it Michelle, our producer too?
Michelle.
Yep.
Wow.
And Sara, one of the things that I'm a professional, I would not recommend this for anybody else. It is a challenge, but you know what, Tom? We're having so much fun learning more about all the sponsors that we have here and all the organizations that Fishing for Life is working with. This has just been an absolute ball out here, and it's been warm, much better than last week. I can't imagine doing this last couple of weekends, so I kind of appreciate that. But you know what, Tom? We only have a few minutes left. It's getting pretty close. We're like 3:53, and Mille Lacs, you got a chance to catch one of those big northern pike and get yourself really back into it again.
I think we need a couple.
Yeah, you only will get one, but I saw one nice walleye come through. That was pretty cool. But just to remind people, Mike, if you see and you're monitoring this as a lake leader, we won't go official till whatever it is, 30 minutes after, because there's going to be some fish turned in late and running across the lake with a kid with a perch in his hand or something like that. But 4 o'clock, we'll get her done.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's going to happen with the virtual is going to end at 4. You have to have that picture taken and uploaded to Fish Donkey. After that, unless there's a couple circumstances in there that might work out, but you have to have your pictures uploaded by 4 o'clock. And I'll tell you what, this has been a great time up here, and I really, Hoffman Weber has just been outstanding, really helping everybody out and being a big part, being the presenting sponsor here. That commercial that they had, Tom, was something special.
Yeah, I love it. Was that Big Time Mike Sample, Big Time producer, or did you guys kind of throw that together yourself?
We do all our commercials ourselves.
Wow. Just makes you wonder why a guy would hire some big firm, because that's a great commercial. I've been watching it 2-3 times, and it's got some interesting you walking by. I once watched it and I didn't have the audio on, and all of a sudden seeing you walk by, and I thought that's got to be scripted. So I listened to the audio. It just drugged me in, but then it only gets better.
My favorite part is Todd at the end. Fishing on the ice all by himself.
Right. I like the guy with the red, white, and blue. Who is that? The bodybuilder. Okay, that was
Tom. That was me.
Yeah.
Come on.
That was you. Yeah.
I've got something that everybody wants, and I'll tell you what. Here it is from everybody wants this, and I bet you somebody in the Henning family would love to have this, but I don't think it's going to happen. there's a couple of Medicine and Briggs that I think are going to take home the belt.
Yeah, Brooke.
I don't know. Those are fighting words.
Brooke, you
I
could-
have to redo this again.
No, it looks bad if you're the main sponsor and you win.
it does.
Oh, but,
No.
oh, come on. Well,
It
you know
may
what?
end
I know people in the outdoor business, and I have guns, and I'm talking about these. And we have Federal Ammunition as one of our sponsors, but I have a feeling that some people in wrestling might be looking forward to this next year because they don't know what they're missing.
Yeah. So that will be a traveling trophy. It's either looking like it's coming down to 2 lakes, but next year that thing will come back with some inscription of who won it in 2021. And yeah, it's been a fun journey. That is a great trophy. And maybe it'll get Brooke, your husband's juices flowing. Is he out there, by the way, with you?
He was, but he had to leave to go work out.
There you go. All right. Well, we'll get that thing back into the hands that so rightfully belongs in maybe next year.
I'll just win it next year. It's fine.
There you go.
Thank you, Hoffman Weber Construction and the whole crew out there. You guys have done a marvelous job, and we're looking forward to this next year and other opportunities to work with you.
We're looking forward to it as well, and we're looking forward to winning next year too.
I'm looking at the mic at it's not the official Lake Leader screen, and it hasn't been updated, but I know it's a lot closer. If you're watching it right now, what's posted online, I don't believe it's accurate. There's some big numbers coming in yet, so stay tuned.
Yep, this will not be official for some time now. So we're going to keep it a secret for a little bit. And within, say, 24 to 48 hours, everybody, whether it's the virtual tournament or whether it's the fish challenge between the lakes or it's the Holes for Heroes tournament that we have out here, we'll have those all updated, and those will be on fishingforlife.org. In the very near future, as soon as we can get everything verified, because we're just an up and up organization, right, Tom?
Yeah, Mike, 2 minutes left. Let me shout out. This could not have happened without these volunteers. At the end of the day, every lake we stood up has a core of probably a minimum of like 8 to 10 really solid guides. And that's, it's just unbelievable. So we want to thank those guides, and we'll do our best to thank them. I know they get a lot out of volunteering, but you've got to interview all the different groups this evening or this afternoon. And what a way to impact, what a way to leave a mark. And we're proud to be a part of that, and just most grateful for the guides because they hit it home run.
Boy, they sure did. And I just want to, we're going to be on for a little bit while here yet, but we got about a minute here left. But I want to make sure that God grants that I may live to fish until my dying day. And when I come home to make my last cast, I most humbly pray that I'll then be judged as big enough to keep. And I think that's so appropriate out here today. It doesn't take a trophy fish. All it takes is a minnow to win. And that's what's going to be so cool. And being a part of this and Fishing for Life and the way they think and the way they work, this is just fun, Tom.
Yeah, whenever we do our kids' camps, we always do every day. We said, what was your wow and your pow? And I'm going to tell you, my wow was that young enlistee gal, 17 years old, caught her first fish, came weighed in, and I think that was just the coolest thing. Smiling, coming across the lake with her first crappie. Here we were giving her, before she sent off into being a soldier, caught her first fish.
That is so awesome. And here's the countdown. Help me out here, Tom. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7,
6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
After 2 postponements, it feels good to have this one in the rearview mirror. And we did it well. You never know.
I tell you, with all the prizes they're giving away, that virtual, we again want to thank Fishing for Life for all the donations, the Elks people, Aquaview, the Mr. Heater buddies that are out there, the Ions, the thermal suits from both clam and from Nanook, and the Revolution from Aquaview, all and the fat fish from Eskimo. The prize list just goes on and on and on, and it's some great prizes out there. And our sponsors, Tom, we can't do this without sponsors. And remember, people, you got to take care of the people who take care of you. Right there, like Sterling Trophy donated this wonderful trophy that we have here. Inspire, Janie Carpets, Federal Cartridge, Stevens Construction, Fractional Toys, USA, Minnesota Elks Veteran Services. Those were the literally the on the lake sponsors. Then we had Cold Creek Construction, Isani County Sportsman's Club, Always Drains, Rip-a-Lip, the Anoka County Sheriff's Department, Hirsch Motors, Clam Outdoors, Eskimos, Ion, Aquaview, HT Enterprises, Dick's Sporting Goods, Fishing for Life again, Troy Downs, who's on the bagpipe doing this unbelievable in a skirt when it's cold outside, IB Insurance, Luther, Sterling Trophy, let's get this right, Snelling Heating, Cooling and Electric, Salem Broadcasting, had 2 stations out here, Patriot Converting, Lano Equipment, we had video work by Greg Scott, the great Greg Scott, Hardy's Bait and Tackle, Vados, which promoted a lot of the bait in all of the lakes that are out there, Frankie's Bait and Tackle, also Ice Castle, Twin City Muskies Inc., Dive Guys, Thorn Brothers, High School Fishing Teams, Kathleen Cat, Kuiper, National Anthem, Mad Duck, Midwest Outdoors, Home Depot, and Lake Commando, Highway Credit Union, TCF Bank, Fraybill, Infra Sports, Game Day Envy, James Hardy Siding, Jim's Electric, Michelle, Churchmouse Media, Michelle, thank you, and Fish Donkey, Nextera Communications, and Split Rock Coffee, and all of the Armed Forces personnel. We thank you for what you've done, what you're doing, and what you're going to do, and all your families. Thank you so much for being a part of this today. Again, it'll be 12, 24, 48 hours, and we'll have all the information and all the winners out there. This has just been so much fun today. This has been nonstop action, big fish being caught, lots of memories. And I'll tell you what, this is near and dear to my heart. You'll see me next year, and we're going to keep doing this and make this bigger and better every year. Mike Cold Front Curry. Yep, that's me. Blame me on the cold front. I can take it. Is there anything else that I'm missing that we need to cover right now?
Nope. I think we can just sign off.
Oh, we're going to sign off, but we're not going to. We're going to be here with heart and soul. And I wish everybody a great year in 2021. Let's knock this COVID out. Let's get back to some sense of normalcy. Let's have some fun, and let's love the outdoors the way we love the outdoors. Take care. Have a great year.